All right. We should be good. We should be good.
Oh, Adam, you have no idea. My router, literally, the freaking power cord, the power, what am I calling this? The power strip that's connected to Frankie's computer, my partner, and the router. It literally died. Like the light on it still lights up, but everything is just dead on it.
Wow.
So I had to plug the router in, just the router, into the wall. And that's how we have internet right now. So it's super scuff.
Interesting. But hey, like I said, you gotta make it work. So hey, I feel it.
We make it work, exactly. So welcome, my guy. It's been a long time coming. I'm so excited, honestly.
Like I said, appreciate you having me, for real.
Yeah. I'm hype. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really hype. I love you, dude. I love you, dude.
I appreciate you.
So how about we just start off, introduce yourself. Who the heck is RonThePharaoh?
All right, again, what I want to say, I appreciate you having me. It's an honor. Thank you. For those who know who I am, my name is RonThePharaoh. I'm a retro variety streamer here on Twitch. Retro gaming collector, big Donatello fan, big TMNT fan. I'm also a mental health advocate. I'm actually advocate for mental health. Do it every Tuesday on my streams. Really big Sega Capcom fan. Yeah, I'm a big Sonic fan, big Mega Man fan. I also build model figurines right here, which are called Gundam builds. I do these every once in a while too. It's a form of meditation I do. So yeah,
I love that.
Full-time streamer, been streaming since 2019. I say spring of 2019, April. Yeah, been doing about 2.5 years. I started off variety, doing like variety competitive. Just trying to find my way on Twitch. I didn't go retro until I say July 2020. Did it for about a year, Yep. Yeah. I was actually variety at first. Yep. I'm still variety now, but I'm actually retro variety.
Yeah.
I classify myself as. I do stream full time. It's my full-time job. Been doing it for about a year now. Had some ups, had some downs, but I don't regret doing it. So yeah.
Honestly, I'm impressed because I want to take the leap, but I am not in any kind of financial situation to do so.
And I feel you.
Yeah. Also, your mic is peaking just a little bit when you get really loud. So I don't know if you want to just move it back or just turn down
hold on.
one little notch. Let me try to
turn down here. How about now?
That's fine. Get loud real quick.
Yeah.
All right. It's not too bad. That's good.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right.
But yeah, like I said, going full time can be difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I actually pay most of my bills off. It's not through streaming. I actually have VA disability, so I actually use that to pay most of my bills.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
that helps out a lot.
Shit, they hurt me, so I'm gonna use them. Like Uncle Sam owe me money, so hey.
I actually wanted to talk on that a bit at some point.
We could talk about it. Oh yeah,
we can talk about it. I think it's part of intersectionality because it's definitely part of your identity, right?
Mm-hmm. It is.
So I think I already pre-warned you. I don't have any prepped questions for today's stream.
It's all good. Like I said, we just hit talking, man.
I normally do, but for this topic, it's just so ambiguous. It's just whatever you connect with.
Fair enough.
Although we had some questions from the first time, and the last one is great because it's just how do you end racism?
That's a good question, man. Like that's the $1 million question right there. Because
right.
So many groups of people, believe in a certain thing, and we get taught for so long, it's like it becomes the gospel truth, and I actually quote that very loosely, It's like, how do you defeat an ideal? That's the question I want to ask, because you can defeat a person easily, but defeat an ideal that's been told for so many different generations, it's hard to fully extinguish that because people believe in things so blindly, though, man. Some people die for their ideals.
Right. I mean, people do die for their ideals. I mean, hello.
Yeah. It's like, so it really begs the question, though, man, how do you defeat an ideal? I mean, you can educate people, you can enlighten them, but it's up to them to actually make that decision. Do they want to try to be better or not? So, yeah.
Big. Yeah, because a lot of times what it is people don't want to take personal responsibility for their own shit, and that includes their own beliefs. So, when you try to tell them, hey, what you're doing is perpetuating institutionalized racism, they're just like, well, fuck you, I'm not a racist. It's like, all right, well, there's no conversation to be had now.
Then on top of that, just apathy, let's say if I'm a certain color, and I see another group of people, being victimized, I can't identify because I'm not that color. So it's like, why should I care? Some people do think this way.
I know.
It's having DC for fellow human beings, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. And I honestly actually oh, sorry, I forgot to mute alerts. Jeffrey, thanks for the rehost. I appreciate you. But yeah, friggin' I always hearken this back to the freaking World War II poem of like, you know, they came for the X population. I did not stand up because I was not X, etc. so forth. And then it's like, then they came for me, and no one stood up for me because there was no one left. So huge.
Man. Yeah, seriously.
Big fucking facts, yeah. So God, where do we even fucking go? So you were born in a log cabin, sure, in the woods of Vermont. Tell me about your fucking life story, dude. Like, where'd you come from? Where'd you grow up? How was that?
That's a good question, man. Because like I said, if my life story, man, it's like 3-4 sequels, you know. I'm actually from Chicago, Illinois, Southside Chicago, born and raised, you know.
Hell yeah.
Growing up, you know, I was raised with a single mother. My father passed when I was 2. You know, committed suicide. Trigger
Oh
one.
my goodness.
It's all good, you know.
So sorry.
And
condolences.
that affected me for the longest because I always thought, you know, he took his life because of me. That's how I thought as a kid, you know.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, you know. And I think a lot of people who actually know who go through divorces, you know, and like kids in the middle, they think that way. Like it wasn't my fault. It's not, you know. But it took me years to understand that. Growing up, I was very low key. And you're probably thinking, Ron, you being low key. I know, right? Yeah.
Ron, low key, choose one.
Yeah, it's like anybody comes to my streams with the fact I'm very talkative. But again, I'm a very laid back person. It's just again, you know, the older me is more talkative, more sociable, but the younger me was not. I was very quiet, very introverted, you know, growing up. And I got teased and bullied because of that, because you know, I just want to be left alone. You know, I didn't want to associate with people, you know, in my younger years, you know. Just growing up, man, you know, seeing a lot of bad stuff happen, you know, my mom, you know, being addicted to drugs, you know, just having, you know, just bad men in and out, just growing up, you know, in the area I grew up in, you know, in the inner city, you know, just watch your
really, really broken childhood. Yeah. So dad did it too, and then mom was an addict. Yeah. You know, who took care of you?
I mean, like I said, my mom, she had her moments though, man. But I would say, you know, just family members, you know, because one thing about, you know, me is I'm actually youngest of 3. I have an older brother. Yeah, I'm actually youngest of 3. I'm 31. Yep.
Damn.
And just, you know, despite, you know, when the fact my mom couldn't take care of us though, you know, my brother, my sister, you know what I'm saying, you know, we looked at one another, you know. Like my mom had her moments. Sometimes though she'll go clean. Sometimes she'll start, you know, relapsing again. You know what I mean? And just over time, you know, I just, you know, had friends around. Because one thing about me, the fact I had a good support system, like comes up in terms of my friends, you know, and stuff like that.
That's huge.
But like family, it was hit or miss. It was hit or miss, you know. Because I actually moved out of my place. I was 17 years old. Because I couldn't my mom anymore. Yeah, I got kicked out on 17.
Good for you. I mean, getting kicked out sucks, but like going out on your own,
it's not easy. Like I say, you know, being kicked out at a young age, it is not easy. Like my sister got kicked out when she was 14.
Wow.
Yes.
Hope she's all right. Shit.
Yeah. Then my brother though, man, you know, he actually, you know, he was running the streets and whatnot, you know, just doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? I was the last one to go. I was 17. You know, I actually went to go stay with my sister, my brother-in-law. My sister's married at the time. She's still married right now. You know, just trying to learn how to be an adult. Because one thing about me, Waba, I was mostly raised on survival. You know what I'm saying? Like I was taught to survive. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I had, you know, like, you know, cool friends and whatnot though, man. But like, you know, just being raised on love, not so much. Like I said, me and my mom, we're getting better now though, you know. But my younger years, I was taught to survive. So I really had to harden myself, you know, to, you know, not be a victim. You know what I'm saying? Not be victimized, I'm saying, due to my circumstances growing up and whatnot.
I understand. You know, I think a phrase that often gets passed around a lot is, you know, I had to grow up at a very early age. You know, I was always very wise from an early age.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's just a fucking dog whistle for I had childhood trauma.
I mean, it's like, you know, you can move on from that though. You can't, you know, grow and prosper. You know what I'm saying? And actually,
yeah, absolutely.
It takes a long time. It does. You know, like if you were to talk to the younger me, I say about the teenage, like young adult version of Ron, and talk to me now, that's 2 different people. Like you cannot get me open up for nothing. So you know,
I feel you. Yeah. I feel you there. You take me like 5 years ago. I was a fucking mental health wreck. Like I could not have been doing this. I couldn't have hosted a mental health Monday. I couldn't have had a community. Like I'm huge on family of choice. I mean, literally, it's called the Waba fam. That's why I do this. You know, I want to support that support. I want to be that support system for people. You know.
And it was like, you know, one thing I realized, you know, when I became an adult, you know, I had the ability, you know what I'm saying, to choose my outcome. You know what I'm saying? But like the bad thing is, you know, the stuff I learned from my mom and stuff though, and like trying to learn that once you become an adult, it is a challenge. It's a big
Yes.
challenge, and you ain't got nobody really guiding you, because I was homeless at one point. I
Yeah.
definitely was homeless around between 1920, and that shit sucks. Like I'm gonna tell people in the chat right now, I wish that on nobody to be homeless,
Right.
you know, like and just not having like no car, no job, no direction. At 1920, I had nothing, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, it was hard though, man. But like again, I was taught to survive. Either I could just sit there, man, and just feel pitiful for myself, or just keep pushing. I got no choice,
Right.
And that's what led me to join the military. You know what I mean? Anybody, in case everybody knows, I'm actually a military veteran, U.S. Army. That was my way out. And
That was
despite
kind of your escape, right? That was like kind of the way that you got back up, basically.
yeah, like because on one thing, that despite the dumb shit I learned, like I actually dealt with the military though. They taught me how to have a sense of pride in myself. They taught me discipline. Holding yourself to a standard, being a leader, because I didn't learn that growing up. You know what I'm saying? I had really no shitty adults that was around me.
I mean, in a way, I think they taught you to respect yourself. That's what
Yeah.
it sounds like.
Yes, because again, like I didn't know how to respect myself.
Mhm.
Again, I was very low key, man, very quiet. Didn't know how to stand for myself as a kid. I would say I really didn't get confidence in myself. I was about 23, 24. But yeah, I joined the military, man. Just learned, just doing my job. Got out 2014. Went back to school 2015. Got my degree at 2018. I went to Austin State University, by the way. Graduated class 2018.
That's awesome.
Got that.
What degree?
And I did
What degree?
criminal justice.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. Because I wanted to be in law enforcement at one point. But I still do it now.
Yikes.
Yeah, because well, like the thing is, I actually want to be a probation parole officer. Mental at-risk youth. Because growing up,
Sure.
at risk, and growing up, in the environment that wasn't very stable. I wanted to use my life experience, my knowledge to pass on to younger kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I want to do at one point. But I know, to get. I mean, you can't, go straight into probation parole officer. But I actually want one enforcement experience first, though. To get experience under my belt.
I understand.
Do that. I say around 2018, 2019, I was doing a lot of family stuff. Me and my brother had a falling out. We still falling out right now. We don't talk that much anymore. Trying to look for work. Because like I said, you could probably relate to this too. Post-college sucks. Trying to find a job after college sucks. It's not easy, So I was trying to find work, man, just trying to build something for myself. Because I didn't have that, And I was dealing, a lot of anxiety, man, just really feeling down on myself, like really feeling I was worthless. Because I put all this work in, try to do everything right. You know what I'm saying? Go back to school, serve my country. And I feel like I had nothing to show for it, though,
Yeah.
I say fast forward 2019, I was watching a stream one day. I was actually on YouTube. And this person was actually he's live streaming, and this person having fun, smiling, because around 2019, man, I hadn't smiled or felt happy. I felt miserable. At 28, 29, So I wanted to try streaming. Just give me some sort of focus, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I needed. I needed that focus. Because, like, once you get out of the military, once you get out of college, it's like, okay, here's your degree, thank you for your service. Now go figure shit out.
Yeah, pretty much. They kind of dump you, don't they?
Exactly. And, like colleges do this, too. Colleges do this as well, Like, yeah, you get your degree, man, you graduate, you feel a sense of pride, but, like, not finding a job,
Right.
It
really depends what college you go to, because I've had, I mean, to be fair, it is what it is, but I've had pretty okay experiences when it comes to college and finding a job afterwards, because the colleges I went to literally had opportunities where it's like, let us network you with people in this field, let us like help you. There are resources, there's student resources there. Not all colleges have that, so I was like super blessed to do that kind of stuff. I was kind of lost myself after my bachelor's, but I was just like, whatever. I had a job, so I worked it, and then that turned into like going for a master's, which turned into a job that I have now, basically.
That's what's up. Like I say, that's what's up, man. I was about to say, because it's just the hardest part, like, because here's the crazy thing about me, Waba. I'm a non-trad student. Like, I didn't go to school, fresh out of high school. What I did, I went to community college at 19, but I dropped out year. But I went back to school when I was 25. So, I was a military veteran, college graduate, member Sigma Chi fraternity, had over 15 plus years of work experience. I couldn't find anything.
That's wild to me.
Yeah. And like here's the crazy thing about this as well. So I actually, one of my good friends who actually served with, he actually got a job with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, state law enforcement, and he was trying to put me on some game, So I actually did my resume, fixed it up, everything. Got a job interview, passed interview, flying colors, passed the drug screening. Because one thing when you try to work, like a government agency,
Right,
the
they gotta
hiring
do drug
process
screenings.
about
I know that.
yeah, it's like 6 to 9 months, like sometimes a
Yeah,
year.
it's a huge fucking process.
It is, you got to fill out this big ass, this big ass packet, like full of, your background information, like jobs you had in the past 10 years, I had to take a drug screen, a lie detector test, and I passed everything. And this took about 9 months. Gonna find out I ain't get the job. I was pissed, and I had someone who referred me to. So it was at that point, it's like, am I meant to do something in my field, and like I say, like I said, fast forward a little bit though, I actually found content creation. And like I never thought in a million years, but I would be here. I never thought this. Like
Really? You
yeah.
didn't have this as a dream?
No. Like
Wow.
in a sense, bro, like sorry about that. In a sense, content creation found me. It honestly found me, because like this has made me so happy. Is it hard? Hell yes, it is. But I haven't smiled, like I said, ever since I started doing content creation, I smile a lot more, I'm much happier. I still have times where I'm down on myself because of the way content creation is, but like just being able to actually use them, my platform and like, just what I do on my channel to actually inspire people and actually, make people feel better, that makes me feel great. And I never thought in a million years I'd be this creative, ever. But here I am, 31 years old, doing it,
It's awesome, dude.
It's my life was not always the easiest. I'm gonna tell you that right now, but here I am.
I can't imagine.
It took a lot of a lot of heartaches, man, a lot of trials, tribulations, a lot of self-reflecting. And I had to realize, things that I had to work on, and I'm here.
I love that for you, honestly. That's quite the fucking tale, honestly. Can I say honestly 7 more times in the sentence? Honestly, I can.
You're good.
Hey, Scarlett, welcome in. Damn, where do we even go from there? So I wonder, I mean, I think you're pretty privy to this whole conversation, this whole topic. But in your own words, what is intersectionality? And then when you just go off of this, where do you fit in all these various circles of identities?
Now, excuse my ignorance.
Yeah,
like,
go for it.
Could you like, explain it in like just in layman's terms? So like, I want to ask you that question prior to to we doing this though. But I'm not
shit.
Though.
What was your question?
So intersectionality, what exactly is it? Because I've heard the term before, just don't know what exactly what it is.
Okay, yeah. I mean, literally, it's basically, oh God, there's complicated ways to explain it, but here's the super simple way. Literally, it's just the intersection of your various identities and how they affect one another, and then as they affect the whole. So, for example, I am white. I am perceived by most people to be male, although I identify as non-binary, queer, and pansexual, and all that other stuff.
Okay.
I'm also happen to be Jewish, but that's not really something people, easily see. There's other identities there. I have mental health stuff, diagnoses that I've been dealt with, in my life. So all that stuff combined makes my different identities, and then the intersection of those different things. So how does this thing affect this thing, et cetera, so forth. And it affects both internally and externally, how people treat you and how you are perceived by others, et cetera, so forth. Obviously the big one, and obviously the big hot button topic always is on race, but it goes a lot deeper than just, it goes a lot more than skin deep, to be a little punny here. So, but yeah.
So in that case, being a person of color, and being growing up in a unstable environment, and just being perceived, because let's be honest though, man, a lot of people do perceive, like especially black men, as like thugs or or those from the hood, but I'm a college graduate and a military veteran, and a full-time content creator, but if you look at me at first glance, most people only see that though, they only see with their eyes.
Right.
So just being a person of color, it can be difficult. It can be, and just sometimes, especially in America, the apathy that a lot of people have. Like we see it all the time on social media, like black men, black women being killed by cops all the time.
Yep.
People just turn a blind eye about it though. Like that affects us because like we have to fight just to exist, and that's not fair.
Pretty much.
So I would say, in my, like I said, my concept again, I never been locked up, never been arrested. I stay on straight and narrow.
But at the same time, you don't have to be to feel the pain of others. Yeah, in a way.
True. But it's basically decency though. It is. It's like sometimes we have to really explain myself just to be, because it's I'm a person just like you are. I'm a human being, so
absolutely.
The fact my skin color is different though. I mean, why is it the fact because my skin color is different that should be treated a different way? Right. I've done nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've
but society and institutionalized racism says, we should criminalize all black people. Obviously, you're guilty of something.
For real,
it's so fucked. It's so fucked.
It can be hard too, man, because again, I'm perceived more of a threat though. And again,
right.
It is. It really is. And I still do worry about that sometimes. Whenever I go outside my apartment, don't actually go to the store, I do worry about that at times. And am I thinking about like all the time? No, but it does go in the back of my mind. Okay, let's say if I come across the wrong cop, or I live in the South too, by the way. I live in Tennessee, so yeah.
Oh, you're in Tennessee? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So there's times I do worry about someone called me on my name, or being stopped by the cop, and just might being hurt or even worse. I do worry about that. It does play on me mentally. It definitely does.
I would imagine it does. I mean, existing as a black person in America is just a constant stressor, and just potential. It's just a traumatizing experience. That's the generational trauma at hand of just kind of like generations of like, oh God, I know what fucking happens to people who look like me. We get perceived one way or another. I say something the wrong way and bam, boom, bomb, I'm dead. It's fucked.
It really is. It honestly is, and we just ask, as black people just ask, just be treated to be the same. What's so hard about that? It's just one simple concept.
Right, but somehow asking for equality is too much for folks. It's like, bro, we're not asking for more. We're asking for equality. This is the same argument, not just for black folks, but also trans folks and gay folks. Like, we're just asking to be treated as a person. Like, shit, we set the bar even lower than that. Like, just don't be like fucking outrightly mean. Like, shit, if you're gonna be racist, just say you're racist and fucking leave. But like, goddamn, we set the bar so low.
Like it's just basic decency. Like I said before, we just want to be treated as an equal, and we've been wanting to treat like this for a long time. Being a person of color, being of the LGBTQI community, just being treated with equality. That's just one easy thing. Why is it so difficult?
It's difficult because this is perception. This is how people's perception works. This is Psych 101 here, because they think that, oh well, you're asking for more because in their mind they've conceived for themselves that everyone already is equal, and if you're just using your race as a clutch, that's on you, and like you don't need any more extra attention. People have these weird concepts imbued in them at a very, very early age of like everyone already is equal, and that people asking for more are just asking for too much, and they're just complaining or whatever.
I'm not asking you to say like $1 billion. I mean, I like to have $1 billion, yes, but I'm not asking.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Like that.
So again, there's this perceived like when someone else rises up is like they feel like I'm losing power. You have the fucking. I mean, white supremacists fucking out themselves. I was talking with Alex Norimaki last week, if you know. And we were going off about this because literally they give themselves away, and she just laughs it off at this point. Like any like racist comment she gets in her chat, she just laughs it off. She can't fucking be bothered by it. She's kind of sad about like the lack of creativity, and it's like, oh, that's funny. That's how I feel about being bullied.
And I do respect them for that, but at the same time, like behind closed doors, we get hurt. We feel that pain because like, man, it's like, I just want to just stream and just hang out with people and just give people safe space where they can just be themselves. Why is it a crime? According to people who see me otherwise. Why is it a crime to do that? Why is it a sin to do that? I'm not going out there beating up people or stabbing people. I'm just doing me. I'm doing my own thing.
Well, it's how you're publicized in the paper, really. And I'm speaking about you in the sense of like the community of black men. It's just like, they publicize black men as this criminal, this thug, this thief, But if it's a white person committing the crime, like, oh, this misunderstood lone wolf, fucking throw up.
So a person who
Cry me a
shot
spoon.
13 people, Dylan Roof, a prime example, he was misunderstood, really.
Misunderstood kid, just very troubled.
But that person, took a rifle and actually went inside the actual church and shot those people up. That's premeditated. You thought about doing that. You planned that.
What? Okay. do you want to jump in?
Sorry.
Okay.
Let's talk right now.
You can jump in.
That's just the thing. Like, it can be hard, especially, when it comes, to toxic, masculinity, not being able to show your emotions. That's another thing as well.
Let me ask you about that.
Oh, please do. Please do.
Now I'm making a giant assumption, but when did you start unlearning your toxic masculinity stuff?
When I moved from Chicago, went to the military, because I actually had a lot of people who I served with who challenged my beliefs. At first I thought everybody's my enemy, but coming across people who actually really care, though, man, actually want to learn about, my trauma and wanted me, actually gave me space to open up with that. It really made me, it actually, spin some wheels in my head, so to speak. Like everything I've been taught has been true. Because we get told something for so long, you tend to believe it. You tend to believe it a lot. And it takes a while to unlearn that. Like it took me over 10 years to unlearn, a lot of toxic stuff I've done in my life. Just being overly guarded, being overly aggressive because I had to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Where I grew up at.
Well, you're in survival mode, really, if you think about it.
And like you show these kind of weakness, though, man, you can be hurt or worse. So I'll be damned. Yes. But I also realize, like, I'm speaking past tense, by the way. The younger people, that kind of behavior, I'm saying, it was poison. It was more harm than good. So I'd say about my early 20s, I started unlearning a lot of that stuff. And I'll say around late 20s, like I still do have like some thoughts though. I still look over my shoulder at times though, and I do open up a bit more. I definitely do that though. But do I open up to every person? No. I have more sense than that. But my close friends, if I'm like really cool with you, man, and I actually trust you, I'll open up. But also, doing mental health streams, every Tuesday, I learned to open up not just for them, but for myself, because I had to do it though. I am saying to come to terms with my emotions, in a way to where I can feel them and actually understand them much better. Because that's one thing about me growing up, I didn't understand how I felt a certain way, or why, I was so angry, or why I was so sad. I had to look within myself and actually, be liberated because of that. And I'll say at 31 though, again, I've come a long way. I definitely have. But am I still learning some things? Yes. But compared to the childhood me and the Ron me now,
right,
I've learned a lot. I've come a long way. And I actually want to use that voice, to help others. Like, you don't have to be guard all the time, especially to my black men out there, man. We need, a shorter crown as well. We can't be strong all the time. That's destructive.
Yeah, no, it is, and I'm right there with you with wanting to help others. I mean, we both fucking click on this mental health stuff, and I couldn't be happier to have the community I have and be able to talk on myself by myself, with my experiences, but also share other people's. That's what it's all about here for me, is being able to hear out these experiences and show people that they aren't alone. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
No, you're good, man. And ever since I started doing mental health streams, though, it's been very helpful for me in my community as well. Because one thing about me is the fact I did have a degree of apathy growing up. I didn't want to learn. I didn't want to understand people because being bullied and being teased, I didn't care about the people. I didn't at one point, but I am saying to love myself first. I had to learn to care about myself first before I start caring about other people. And it can be hard, especially if you've been abused a lot by other people as well, and adults. It can make you very hardened though. But I told myself I can't be living like this. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not good for me. So I started doing mental health around May, June of this year. I've been doing it ever since. Yeah.
Yeah, Jenny pointed me your way one fateful fucking Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Jenny's amazing. Yes.
I love it.
And she's helped me a lot, how to understand, my mental health, and actually know how to, learn to use feeling words instead of saying, hey, I'm good. If you ask me how I was doing, I'm good. That's not a good response. I usually say I'm feeling motivated, I'm feeling eager, I'm feeling nervous, I'm feeling excited. And I learned to start using those words a lot more because that's how I feel. And learn to understand my emotions much better that way.
Yeah, EQ is really huge for healing, but also for helping as well. I try to pride myself in having a pretty high emotional intelligence, despite my social intelligence is kind of lacking at times. But you know, it is what it is. I deal with the cards that are dealt. You know, we do our best, right?
That's all we can do. That's all we can do.
Really.
Man.
Let me ask you. Can you think of a time when you had a really adverse experience? I know this is potentially like traumatic, so you don't have to like get too much into it, but an adverse experience in regards to like, you know, well, just fucking $1 million question. In regards to your race, like, has anyone ever really like mistreated you, or like you think they mistreated you because race? Because I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure it's happened a million fucking times a day. But like,
it actually has. So it was actually at a gathering with my fraternity brother. You know, he's actually white. You know,
all right,
and I was the only black person there. I was, you know, but they were good people. They were good people. So it was actually I think it was at the it's like around nighttime, right? And keep in mind, I'm dark as hell, y'all. I'm a dark skinned man, you know. And we were just, fireworks, man, having fun and whatnot. And one of his, I think it's one of his cousins or his auntie or something like that. Say, Ronell, that's my first name, by the way. Where are you? I was like, I'm right here. You know, she's like, I can't see you because you're black. And she said that out loud. I'm like, are you
wow, wow.
Yeah. And like at first, I kind of just laughed it off, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, okay, whatever, you know. But as my frat brother, man, took me home, I actually felt I felt hurt though, man, because I know I'm a dark skinned person. You know what I'm saying? This is my skin color. This is who I am. You know. But just not have that awareness though. Okay, you ain't been around too many black folks. I can tell. I'm talking about her, by the way. You know, and for you to say that out loud, you know what I mean? Like, really? You know, and I didn't tell my fraternity brother this though, man, because like I didn't want to actually flip out or whatnot. I just sucked it up though, man. You know, because I feel like would he understand? You know, because like my fraternity brother, he was a really good person though, man. He's really cool people, but like he wasn't the most cultured, so to speak, though. You know, like when it comes, like like black culture stuff like that, and like things, that, us in the black community do. He wasn't too aware of it though. He wasn't. So like if I try to tell him this, though, would he understand? So I kept it to myself. And that was actually an instance where I was racially discriminated.
Yeah, for sure.
It hurt, man. It really did. Especially since being the only black person there, it's like, yo, I'm pretty much alone. Now I'm used to being alone. I'm a loner by nature, but just having like.
But now you felt really isolated in that way.
Yeah,
that it's like, oh shit, wow, people really are seeing me differently. Fuck.
Yeah, it is like it does happen. Like people always say, man, racism is going bullshit, man.
Bullshit. 100% bullshit. Yeah, no.
It's actually more,
I'll believe that for a fucking second. And for the fact of the matter of like someone has to like, okay, it's one of those things where it's like, if you have to say it, then it's probably not true. like
come on, like, yo,
racism is over. Like, how ignorant can you be? Like, no.
Or no, Waba, better yet, the people that say I don't see color, those individuals.
Oh my god, I literally had an argument with someone trying to get into the Discord who, and you've seen my Discord interest questions before.
Yeah, I have.
One of them was always ask, do you believe that Black Lives Matter? And, some people don't like to answer the question and just be like, I think, of course those lives matter or whatever. Like some people say all lives matter. I'm just kind of like, I do a little sus about them.
For real,
I don't like that, and I question it. And someone said like, "Oh, I'm not gonna talk about this because I don't like to talk political." And I'm like, "It's not political though. Like people's lives are at stake. It's not fucking political."
That's basic human decency, right there.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like if you don't understand this, you're not gonna be welcome in this community. I'm sorry, you're not. Like, I really can't fucking stand that shit. And like they were so tone deaf and they tried to argue with me in chat, and I literally did a fucking whole ass educational lesson. I should have highlighted it and put it on YouTube, but I did a whole lesson on like cult's identity model and shit like that, and be like, bruh, you're literally fucking scientifically wrong. like unless you're literally colorblind and can only see in shades of black and white, you can still see black people.
Right. Like if you say, the fact you don't see color, you don't see me, because I'm black and beautiful. You feel me? This is my skin color. This is what
absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's like it's really hard, to try, to get people to understand. It is, because like some people are so stuck in their ways, though, or some people don't say, because there's people out there, y'all, who never been, who never actually met a black person. People like that do exist. So when
go to insert foreign northeastern European country here, they treat black people differently because they're just like, oh, black person, whoa, like they're so like fucking bug-eyed about it.
Like, you guys see this shit on the news, man. Come on now. Almost everybody on the internet nowadays. Well, not everybody, almost though. But like still, you got at least see a black folk.
I really fucking hate the excuse. I'm gonna talk about something I probably don't know too much about, but Japanese culture. Some people say that like Japanese people are like super racist, and other people are like, oh, they're not racist. They just don't know that black people like actually exist. So they only have like stereotypes to work off of. And like, that's bullshit. You can educate yourself. Like anyone can fucking educate themselves.
The
like
internet nowadays,
like hello,
media,
exactly. Like, the internet fucking exists. Social communities exist. Like it's dumb. I hate it when people try to make excuses for like other cultures or whatever and just be like, oh well, that's just their culture to be disrespectful. I'm like, what? That I don't want to go there ever.
It doesn't make sense. Like, yo.
I mean, to be fair, probably no one wants to go to America because it's our culture to allow guns in school. Ding.
Sandy Hook shooting.
Yeah. People still think Sandy Hook is a fucking hoax, along with 9/11, the Holocaust. It all goes in the fucking the bag of just get in the bag of what is it called? Theories. What was it called? Oh my god. What's that? Conspiracy theories. Thank you.
Yeah. And it's like, and like you said before, man, like taking accountability. I think sometimes us as a country, we don't want to take accountability because like.
Huge.
America seems like the big brother of the world, and and we got a lot of dirty laundry. Let's be honest. America has tons of dirty laundry,
Everyone has their own shit, but some people pretend it doesn't smell.
Yeah, and like America's shit stank horribly.
It stink so hard.
Yeah, man.
All right. I gotta take a minute and a half ad break here. Ad managers your life. No pre-rolls for people that come in for the next hour. I also gotta fill my water, so this is good timing. See you in a minute and a half, chat. Don't say anything too, groundbreaking in that time. Or do. I don't know. Subs will hear it, probably. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta grab water.
I was gonna say I'm immune to ads because mobile got hit with the ad. Yeah, like what's one thing about Twitch though? Yeah, you get hit with a lot of ads. And like one thing about it as well, let's say you play an ad, right? And like it freezes. Do you refresh it again, the ad can start all over again. Yeah, I've dealt with that. Oh, I've dealt with that. I'm like, Twitch, man, get your ads right, man. Seriously. I'm immune to ads. What you got, Twitch Prime or what? Twitch Prime? Because I think that's what it is, ain't it? Like Twitch Prime or subs. It could be one of those two, right? I think so. I'm sub. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's probably the case. Okay. Hey, tots are delicious. They definitely are. But you gotta be mindful. You can actually cook tater tots. They can be really soggy. Like if you cook those, man, cook them thoroughly. Cause like having soggy tater tots is not a good thing. It really isn't, But not chat. Between tots, wedges, and fries, what's your favorites? What's your favorites? Soggy tater tots are very gross. They are. They're not the best. Because I think cooking fries to me, they cook actually a bit better than tots, because like I think if you leave fries by 5 to 7 minutes, they'll usually be done in like hot grease. But, like tots, you gotta cook like at least a good freaking 8 to 10 minutes, probably longer than that. I'd say about 10, 12 minutes. You know what I mean? Now wedges are good. wedges are definitely good. I would say if you have some good soft stove, wedges can be amazing. They can be a bit thick though, but like I said, I don't mind that too much. So yeah, I like tater tots and fries. Wedges okay, but it's too much potato for me. Yeah, I feel that though. Like I said, wedges can be a bit thick. They can be a bit thick. Welcome back, man.
Thanks.
But never think too much potato. Touche.
Yeah, subs you don't get ads, by the way. You shouldn't get ads anyway.
Okay. What about? Well, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yep.
Are y'all talking about fries?
Yeah, like I said, I think tater tots actually started it. I think.
I literally just fucking said. I just did the fucking I want waffle fries meme while I was filling water.
I haven't had waffle fries in a long time. It's been a good minute.
I prefer curly fries more than anything.
Now, curly fries are really good.
Curly fries is shit.
Arby's actually have some good ones. They definitely do.
I don't like Arby's stuff in general, but yeah, their fries are good.
You know, that's the same way I am. Like, seriously, like, because people always praise Arby's like one of the best spots, though, man.
Why? Yeah. It's so dry. It's so dry and unseasoned and like, fuck's sakes, like, shit. I could fucking take a steak from a store and just dump a whole salt shaker on it, and that'd be more flavorful.
Yeah, man, high blood pressure for real.
Yeah,
high blood pressure. Like, cause my sister and my brother used to work at Arby's. You know, we used to actually, we used to make food home stuff like that. Like, I did like the what's the chicken tenders. I did like those, and the roast beef to an extent. But like, because like fast food spots, I can't do Arby's. I just can't.
Yeah.
Like, people praise them. I'm like, how?
I don't know. I think it's like a regional thing, but you know.
Could be. But
I think it's one of those regional things, and white peopling and saying ketchup is spicy or some bullshit.
Spicy? Okay, shit is that? Like how?
I don't know, man. White people, robots in disguise.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ori, where you from? Mommy asking. If mommy asking, where you from? You always say with a lot of American fast foods who have really appeal on fast food.
Ori's from Australia.
Okay, all right, got you. But when it comes back to fast food, in all honesty, I would say the Wendy's is one of my favorites. Five Guys, I like, but they're kind of pricey though.
Five Guys, yeah.
I would say Wendy's, Five Guys, Popeyes to an extent. More so the actual tenders though.
Yeah, Popeye's tenders, but that's about it.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
So I remember at one point, people used to love the chicken sandwiches. Remember the story about people fighting over chicken sandwiches?
God. That's still going on. It's still a fucking meme. Wait, what? I'm being rated? Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
Yo, Ren, what's good, my guys? How you doing, Ren? Welcome in, Ren Raiders. How you all doing today? Welcome into the Waba fam. Welcome into your mental health talk place and career safe space. We like to have fun and do memes, but mostly on like Saturday streams. But like this is like a little bit more of a serious stream. But yeah, we do Mental Health Mondays. This is Mental Health Monday. Usually we do a check-in for an hour. Then we have a guest on. So we have our guest on today, RonThePharaoh. We're talking on intersectionality. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions. But welcome in all you lovely Ren Raiders. Love you all so much. Thank you so much for the raid, Ren. You're lovely. Here's the Discord, and here's a heckin' shout out for Ren, the elusive Ren. Why can't I at you? Because it's being dumb. That's why. Yo, thanks for the 10. Hello, Inessa. Gotcha. Hello, welcome in. Hello, Good Birth. Hello, Striker BE. First message. How's it going? Welcome in. Robot Chicken 50. Greetings. Hello. How are you doing? How's your mental health? How's everyone's mental health? How you doing? Scale from 0 to 100. How's your mental health doing? But yeah, and I hope you're taking care of yourself there. And if you're not, please take some time for yourself. Drink some water. Sip some water before bed, all right? Don't make me go daddy voice on you, because I will, all right? All right, Ren?
Hey, my mental health,
how's your mental health, Ron? Yeah.
I say about a 9 on a scale of 1 to 10, but about a 90, just being really excited about a lot of things been coming up, getting a lot of clarity perspective too, so I've been really feeling like just really excited, really motivated too. Just really eager. So those are some words I'm just feeling right now, just going through my mind. So really eager. I
have midterms right now, so 37. Please go daddy voice. Rin, drink some water before bed, or else I'm gonna be sad in the morning. But yeah, this is the Waba fam. Welcome in. This is your family of choice of fellow neurodivergents, queers, and lovely, caring folks. So yeah, join our fucking community. Thank you so much for the follows as well, Striker. And thank you for the 10 bits, Innie. Hi, Uncle Jack. Welcome in. How's it going? Oh, whoa, Daddy saw me. Yes, feeling amazing, eager, and motivated. And if you want to get some feelings for yourself, because sometimes I'm really shit with words, so here's literally a resource full of words to help you define your feelings.
Oh yeah, because
So,
Jeannie
yeah.
helped with that. She really taught me about filling words. It's been really useful. So yeah.
Ren, what the heck? Thank you for the gifted sub. And your boy Cal, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Oh, you gifted a sub to Maury? That's funny. Maury's sub was up, I guess. Fuck you. Love you, baby.
Oh my gosh.
I love Ren. Ren's great. I'm empty and numb, ooh. Well, welcome in and come get some lovin'. All right? This is the family of love and support. So welcome in. But we're kind of podcast mode now, so I don't usually pay attention to chat this much, but yeah. Welcome in. We'll talk to you after the stream. I'll talk to you not after the stream. After the talk. I swear I'll talk to you all right? But if you want to sit and learn a thing, then yeah, sit and learn a thing. But feel free to ask questions as well. All right. Getting back to Ron. Hello. Oh, God. That is an interesting development, Jack. I'm scared. I'm frightened. If you don't know who Crunch is, he is a alligator snapping turtle who hates life itself and refuses to die. Probably like a cryptid. Will never really die. Yeah.
Interesting.
He eats everything. Good luck, Jack. If I hear of your death, I won't be surprised. Anyway, yeah, we were talking intersectionality. What were we in the middle of talking about before we got raided? Literally lost track.
I knew we went off a little bit, but I think I was talking about just being just a black male, and just being a black male, just trying to maneuver the best way I can. Also mental health as well. Like, let's be real. Like in the black community, we don't talk about mental health like that. My mom.
That's exactly where I wanted to go with this, because I think I asked you like a long time ago when I first met you.
Yeah.
About the community, and specifically the black men community, and generally my experience has been that kind of mental health is very much pushed under the rug in that community.
It is. Because just going back, to my past, like my mom, never, really talked about, because she had a lot of mental health issues, also losing, a loved one, that, breed trauma, and she didn't really taught us, how to express our feelings, so I kind of, buried my feelings for the longest. And knowing the fact, I would say in my late 20s, I had like anxiety. Anxiety is kind of like, where it feels like you're choking, and I didn't know anxiety was. I had no idea, but like I felt it in my late 20s, man. I think it was like around 2018, 2019. I had a lot of anxiety issues. I definitely did, but no one ever actually taught me these things. I'm saying? No one ever taught me, how to, in my family, by the way, ever taught me how to express my emotions, or how to come to terms with them, understand why I'm feeling this way. So I was especially told as a young boy growing up, suck it up, don't be crying. I'll give you something to cry about. I've been told those things. And yeah, it's like at that point, it's like, what can you do? You can't talk about it. You can't express yourself. You're gonna get bashed because of that. You hold it in. That's a good. That's like a good short-term solution, but like it's really gonna help. So. But in the black community, we don't talk about mental health that much. Now, I want us to start doing that a lot more. And people, like I said, myself, Kira, my amigo, through satire, we're paving the way. We're definitely doing it though. But it's one step at a time. It definitely is. So yeah.
Damn. So when I first asked you that question, you told me that you've actually had kind of an opposite experience where you found a lot of black men who were open about talking with your mental health. So can you tell me about that?
Now, okay, in my older years, yes, but in my younger years, not so much. Like I would say, just me, like my good friends Gary, Martell, my good friend Jones, like, yeah, we do talk about stuff, like, because we're actually really cool and we actually know we're helping one another out. That's what friends do. But in my younger years, not so much. Like a lot of black, male friends I had, we just kept stuff within. We didn't talk about a lot of stuff. We didn't open up. Like I said, in my younger years, I didn't open about a lot of things. I really did. I was young at the time. I wasn't really taught how to do it though. But the circle I have now in my adult years, yes, I still talk to my good friend Gary to this day. I check up on him. Hey, how you doing? What's going on with you? And he's helped me out through a lot of things, many things. Just how I'm feeling. If I had like a bad day, we'll just talk about it. Especially my good friend myself, my good friend Key, Ramon Eagle. Like we talk all the time. She's helped me, really learn how to understand my emotions. Just told me, not everybody's your enemy. It's okay to open up. So I would say now in my older years, yes, I do open up a bit more, and I do talk to my fellow black male friends about this stuff. In my younger years, no, not at all.
Right. I mean, it's awesome that you found that kind of support system, though, and I think that's critically important to like your own like self growth and self actualization.
I appreciate it, but I would definitely say this as well. Not everyone has that luxury though. Not everyone has that luxury. Like it took me a long time to open up about how I'm feeling. It took me years, man. Mad years.
I think this is a good thing to really point out and put that in perspective for folks that might be listening, and maybe dealing with like their own stuff. It's like this is not a process that just happens overnight. Just like you make one decision and boom, click, everything just falls into place. No, it can really take years to heal and unlearn and relearn and find that support system. I think people who are lucky enough to even view this cast either live or in the VOD later, you're already starting from a pretty high standard. You have some internet or some access to internet, and that's great. And this is why I'm big on sharing resources. It's like, okay, great. Now we're going to use this platform to elevate and tell people about these resources. Like, hey, this is stuff to really get you started, down the pathway of healing, because, you can do it. And there are people out there like me, fucking complete random stranger on the internet, you complete random stranger on the internet, like meeting each other, getting to know each other a little bit, having this interview, talking, so trying to support people, trying to support our communities, talking about mental health communities,
That's what it's about.
It's awesome.
What was I saying again? But yeah, it's a hard thing to do, like to really open up. Like I said before, not everybody can open up, especially men, because it's like this whole stigma, when it comes to men. Just if you identify as male, I'm just saying, as a whole, it can be hard because a lot of us, men, we're always just taught, to bury our emotions, and it's not healthy. But what can you do when society, makes that norm the gospel truth? What can you do at that point? Like the person can fight back, but but against an entire group that actually has like this doctrine in effect, it can be difficult.
Absolutely. It can be really difficult because you get outgrouped really fucking fast, because it's like basically, if you're not with us, if you're not fucking doing our thing, if you're not like acting the way we act, then fuck you, you're out. Exactly.
Then it's like, let's say if you open up, and actually express your emotions. What do most people? I won't say everyone, but what do most people do? Judge you. Why you feeling this way, or something stupid along those lines? Now it's the fact. Okay, if I try to open up, then I'm actually gonna get berated or judged because how I'm feeling. Now I can't open up. It's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. Now, should people open up? Yes.
Yeah.
But I want people to understand the fact, just because I am found my way doesn't mean that it's gonna work for everybody. It's not a one size fit all. Everybody has their journey to take, like you say, So it's better. It's really good to be cognizant of that.
Yes.
It's easy to say, you should open up, man. You should express this and the third. That's not fair.
It's not that easy. Like Aval, maybe if I don't trust you enough to open up / be Aval, every time I have opened up, even though you are a safe person, I've been hurt, and I don't want to be hurt again.
Yeah. Now, should you hold on to that? Should you let that poison you? No. But again, I want people to understand, the fact, if we take ourselves, out of that situation.
But I think it does poison people for many years. They just keep holding shit in, even if they have like safe people to talk to. They still hold it very much into themselves. They don't talk to anyone about it, and if they do, they immediately disconnect from that person, you know, just be like, nope, I'm sorry, I told you too much, you know too much now, I gotta go, I block you on everything, you know? That's happened.
It's a real thing. It honestly is. Like I said, you know, like I want you to see more of my men and my black men to open up. But
Yes.
if everybody can't do it, I understand why, because I used to be like that. I get it. Like I said, only thing I can do, man, is just, you know, just guide, and the fact I'll be a listening ear, man, give my insight. I can do that much, but I can't force you to open up. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you want to do it for yourself, then that's where it starts, by yourself. You know, it starts from within to do it, though. I can't pull you to do it, though, you know, but I'll listen to you. I'll give you my insight. I'll do that. But if you don't want to, I'm not gonna hold it against you. I get it. You know?
Absolutely. Sorry, I'm reading chat now. Yeah, Tater, your parents are fucking ridiculous. Take care, Sushi. Or that's awful that you had to hide that from your life and the way that you're living.
And that's another thing too, you know, opening up, you know, the people that, you know, supposed to have your best interest, you know, family members.
Right.
A family member.
Oh my God. Have you ever heard this line before? Like, oh, well, you know, I'm just doing this, sweetie, because I love you. And I'm just wanting to look out for you, you know, and I'm just doing it because I love you. And it's like,
oh yeah,
maybe you could respect my fucking decision instead of just doing shit for me.
Thank you.
What novel concept?
Waba, you need to tell this smaller brother, because he doesn't get it. It's like, you know, in his eyes, the fact I'm little brother, so what do you know? Like, I've been through a lot of stuff too, man. You know, like it's just being, you know, more understanding, more empathetic.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and this is why I don't talk to my mom, because she's like that. You know, it's just abusive.
Like I said, man, cut the brother off. We don't talk anymore. I have no reason to. Like, for the sake of my happiness and my growth, you gotta cut people out sometimes, y'all. You gotta do it.
Interesting question. Do you consider people that were born and raised in Africa to be black?
Good question. Good question. Now, again, you know, like, because you have those who were born in Africa, yes, but like,
Sure.
are they Black Americans? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Black is everywhere. Doesn't matter if you're born, you know what I'm saying, in the UK, Africa, and the States, you're still Black. Now,
Right.
your experience gonna be different than mine, because you know what I'm saying, you wasn't, you know, raised in America. But are you still Black? Yes, you very much are. Regardless, if you dark as me, if you're light, you're still Black. You definitely are. But if you were, you know, if you weren't raised in America like that, the experience is gonna be different, though. It is.
Yeah, I think there is definitely some going to be cultural differences to like answer this question. Now there are, unfortunately, I've kind of encountered some like interracial like bigotry of just like, oh, you're not Black enough kind of thing, and not just like in a acting kind of way, because I'm sure you've gotten that before, like, you know, too white for the Black kids and too Black for the white kids kind of bullshit. But like, more than that, it's just like, oh, like, you're not real African. And it's like, well, there are some people that are actually African American, and they truly are from Africa. They have the culture, you know. And then there's others that are just, you know, Black American, are trying to reconnect with African roots. And, you know, Black Africans are just like, no, fuck you. Like, you can't do this. You can't own our culture. Like, this is ours.
And I do hate the fact it's like that, though, because, you know, we're all, you know, we're all Black as a whole. But like I say, you know, like you said before, it's all about culture, though, man.
Yes.
My culture is different than yours, but at the same time, you know, you're still a brother sister to me.
Absolutely.
Black, you know, because let's say you to come to this country, right? You still be treated just the way I'm be treated. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look after you.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I think people don't realize that at first. You know, it's funny. So right next to Holt's white identity model is also the Black identity model, which literally just starts off as kind of like I mean, I could almost hearken it to like a yes master kind of deal of just fucking like bow down to the white man, don't rock the boat, like everything's cool, and obviously we're treated equally, you know.
Oh, equal, huh?
Yeah, all equal until something happens and you're like, wait.
For real. But it's true. It really is, you know.
Buy into it. Shit, I had something else to ask you. Crap.
And you're good, man. You're good.
We go off on all these tangents. I love it.
And that like I said, I love talking about this, you know, because like stuff like this, just we're talking about needs to be heard. It needs to be spread out to the
Absolutely.
world, because I still feel like a lot of people just think, okay, the way I think is the fact life is. No, yeah, we all live life differently, yes, but people do
Right.
struggle out here. It's reality, you know. Like we all see on social media, we probably know somebody, saying, of a different, background that's been struggling. It happens. It happens.
That has. Yeah. I'm wondering, let me formulate this question. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where your various identities really helped you out? Like gave you a net positive?
Oh yeah. Like I say, being a black male, I've learned, to be more aware of, my surroundings. I learned to be strong because I had to be. Like
Right.
if you look through our history, though, us as a people, we've gone through a lot since slavery time. Since Jim Crow, civil rights movement, even today, we had to be strong. And because having that pride, of overcoming adversity, that's where I am today. Now, did we have to go through all that? No, but we had to. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me repeat that. Do we have to go? Should we have went through all that? No, but we had to. So we had to fight for equality for our people. So again, yeah, having that, that sense of, pride in who I am as a black person, yes, it's helped. Also being a veteran, just the simple fact, I serve, and like it taught me so many things about, myself and about, pride, leadership. Those things have helped me. There's people who come to me and say, Ron, I need some advice though, man. I look up to you. And like it's definitely helped because I learned those things through the military. So a lot of things I identify, being black, being, a male.
I imagine growing up and having to be tough. That kind of like directs a little bit how you give advice, how you, not gonna say counsel, but how you handle your mental health kind of streams. Yeah,
hmm
maybe.
Now, I'm glad you brought that up because at one
Hmm?
point I was very crass. I was very blunt.
Mm,
I thought, okay, because here's how my thought process was then,
right.
if I can do it, so can you.
Mm,
Not really the best way,
not yeah, not the best way to come across,
it's
honestly.
not, and that's because I didn't want to hear people out. I didn't. It took content creation to really teach me that though. So not everybody's built like me. They're not.
No.
And I don't want people to go through the things I went through. You shouldn't. But I've learned, over time to be more mindful how I actually how I approach people. And that had to come within myself. Had to understand my emotions and my feelings. So because when like I said, you can attest to this too. When it comes to mental health streams and whatnot, people are opening themselves up to you. And some of these
Absolutely.
things are not, the best things. Some of these things, are very dark, and very, traumatizing. So how would it look, if I was to say, okay, if someone told me, trigger warning, by the way, if they got raped or something like that, or they seen, someone get shot in front of them, who am I to say, oh man, you be all right, man, like suck it up? Who am I to say that? Some people, have to, face things their own way. I've
Yeah.
gone from being crass and blunt to be more understanding but fair. I can still be strong, but I don't have to, to be, too, brutally honest about it.
I don't
And
think you have to be everyone's cup of tea, but I think it definitely helps to be more mindful
mhm.
of
Oh
where
yeah,
people are at in their journey, you know?
yeah. Because like I
Because
said,
not
everyone's not
everyone
built.
has access to all the resources, you know?
Yeah, and like, everyone, isn't built, the way that I am. And again,
Mhm.
I don't want you to go through things I've been through. I don't want that.
Same, but that's why I like to have people share their experiences because
hmm
it's like, learn from me, learn from my guests, but also if you went through this yourself, know that you're not alone and
Exactly.
there is
Thank
help out there for you,
hmm
you know?
Yeah. And like I said, a lot of stuff, that we talk about on Tuesdays during my mental health streams, I tell people I've been through it because I have. You
Yeah,
know, like when it comes to loss, I've been there. I lost my dad when I was 2. I'm saying, I
right.
lost my grandfather when I was 10. I've been there, so I've lost many friends throughout my life. So I know that feeling, But I'll say at the same time, again, you will find great people in the world. I'm saying you will, like I said, if for one person you lose, y'all, man, there's 2 more people that actually will take their spot. You're gonna find people in the world, man. You definitely will. or like in a relationship. I've been cheated on before. I've been through that. And I tell people, the fact, take that time, to be single, be by yourself, understand yourself,
Yes.
and get back in there.
I
I'll say
big agree with that one.
yeah.
I had a prior to being with my current partner, who I'm
Mhm.
been with for coming up on 7 years now.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. I'm really lucky to have met them. But before that, I was fairly single, I suppose. I don't know what I was doing. I was pretty single, I guess. I mean, maybe I had like flings here and there, but like nothing like actual dating relationship serious shit. I had like one other prior relationship, maybe two, but like, nothing too serious. And I just like try to get comfortable with myself and just embraced me. I think a lot of younger people especially, but even like people that I meet now that are still like, somewhere around my age, they're still struggling with that like sense of identity. I think that's really huge for my kind of a community. People really struggle with their identity. But as soon as like sorry.
I know you're good. Go ahead.
As soon as you like kind of like figure out that you can like embrace who you are and just like live your truth,
Exactly.
I think that's when you start to become attractive to other people in a way,
And I'm so glad you said that, because like it took me a long time to accept myself. Like I said before, I was a loner growing up. I didn't want to hang around people, and like I got eye shots because of that. So I tried to feel like I had to fit in, just to belong. It really, it really instilled. Well, I won't say instill. That's probably the wrong word to use. It really, put a lack of self worth in my mind for the longest, because I feel like I had to be other people, but I know I wasn't though. I was so different. But I came to a point in my early mid-20s. I'm not like other people. I love anime. I love martial arts. I'm not.
You're not like other people, and that's okay. And if anything, that's what makes you you. That's what makes you unique.
And
That's what makes you interesting.
And you'll be surprised though, and it's really hard to break that mindset when you're young, because you're trying to fit in, especially if you grew up in a certain area though, man. Everyone's mostly seeing like the same thing, or has like the same, kind of dynamic in certain areas. But when you actually leave that area, you actually go somewhere else, you'll be surprised. Let's say, okay, you got teased, for like an anime or something like that. You leave outside there, you actually find people like, yo, this is actually really dope. I love the fact you love this, that, and the third. And it makes you feel like, yo, because that's how I was. Like I used to do martial arts, and I got made fun of because of that, where I grew up at, But when I actually joined the military and actually, start doing, I was doing like a couple of katas and stuff like that. And some people actually want to learn from me. I'm like, yo, I never taught anybody, But they took interest in what I actually had to offer. So my point is the fact it takes time to really be comfortable with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really started accepting myself until I was about 24, 25. I would say around late 20s, I'd say about 29, 30 is where I really told myself, this is who I am. And I ain't changed for nobody. And that's not saying the fact, I'm a bit, stiff, but like, I accept myself. I'm not gonna let nobody, tell me otherwise. That's the mindset that you'll have, once you truly accept and love yourself. It takes time to do. It definitely does.
I big agree. It takes time just to figure out who you are, what you want to be, where you want to be, kind of thing,
And like one thing I hate is the fact, society always tells us though, man, oh, you should have this when you're 21. You should have this when you're 25. You should have this when you're 30. Bullshit.
It's all fucking bullshit, dude. I think the people that like say that with any degree of sincerity are extremely privileged and extremely have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
For real.
Because it's like, bro, like, I'm not a fucking trust fund baby. Like, hello? Like, everyone's journey is so unique and so different. It's impossible. Yeah, there's, like, developmental milestones. It's like developmental milestones, but for adults, and it's a very, very weird thing to me to say, oh, well, at age 30, you should already be married and have, thinking about kids and stuff. And it's like, bro, who the fuck decided you get to decide what I do with my life? Like, get out of here.
Some people, don't want to have kids. Some people, don't want to be in a relationship. Some people don't want to go to college. It is what it is.
I don't think college is for everyone. And I think, and people see that as a controversial opinion. College is not for everyone. I think trade school is can be as worthy, if not more worthy and valid as a fucking choice for people. That's the whole thing. That's the whole fucking. I mean, they try to sell you on this idea of the American dream, but then there's like, well, you don't actually have a choice in this matter. You need to go to like the most esteemed college that you can get into, and you need 1800s on your SATs, and you need to fuck right the fuck off. Like what, bitch?
And you know what's crazy?
Freedom who?
You know what's wild, but like like I actually hit it like a 14 on my ACT. That's a low score, and
Yeah.
I hate when when certain like on the schools say what you make your ACT is going to determine your future. That's bullshit. Because again, even though I had a 14 on my ACT, again, I went to the military, got in, served my country, went back to school, got my education. Now I'm a full-time content creator. So my path with that score didn't mean anything. It really didn't. Oh, I'll tell you right now. But yeah, like I said, everybody, like you said before, everybody's life is different. It is, like right now, I'm 31 years old, though man single, been single since 2015. I don't want kids right now. Now, do I want to settle down one day? Yes, but I'm gonna do it on my terms. But right now, I'm
It's
good.
funny. I used to want kids, but now I don't want them. I used to want kids, like thinking about it. I was like, oh yeah, I'd like to have a kid. I'd like to have a Henry the Fourth, because I'm Henry the Third.
Oh, really?
Yes, I am.
I'm actually a junior.
What's that?
I'm a junior.
Really? Yeah, my dad's junior. Okay. Anyway, I wanted a Henry the Fourth. I like the idea of it, but then like when I had a partner and they're like, all right, we can have kids, and I'm like, wait, no, I don't actually want kids though. kids are that's money and that's responsibility, and I have none of those things right now.
Right. It's okay not to have that. Some people just don't want that kind of lifestyle. Like I said, if you want a family, cool, nothing wrong with that though. But I know for some of us, we don't want it, Like now, will that change? Yeah, but again, that's my decision to make. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to push that on me, because me and my mom, we talked a while back, and I told her like this, I don't want kids right now. And she told me, I kind of figured that, because like out of all three of us, I'll be the least likely to have kids. But like, I wouldn't mind, at least settling down one day when I'm a little bit older and I'm a bit more stable, and when I'm actually ready to do it. But right now, again, single is just me, focusing on just my content. That's how I want my life to be. No obligations. I just want to just be answer one person. That's myself. I'm cool with that. That's my life.
I love that for you. I mean, honestly, that's kind of what it's about. And I tell a lot of people, unfortunately, I have to tell them this. It's just like, if you can get to age 30, and that can be a really fucking tall order for some folks, but if you can get to age 30, I think that's right around when most people, now not everyone, again, I'm not trying to say, well, by age 30, you should. But what I've noticed is somewhere around age 30 or so, that's when you kind of settle in a way about a lot of things, because sometimes people really, really fight who they are or what kind of like abilities they might or may not have. And I think around then you kind of start to figure out, you know what, this is who I am. This is what I have to deal with. And they kind of try to start facing reality of life. And, I think people can get depressed thinking about that, but I disagree. I think it should be an opportunity for more growth, if anything. No one ever stops learning and growing, and just because you've accepted certain limitations of yourself does not mean that, it's impossible for you to grow anymore,
Right. Like I said before, like I'm a very simple person. I live very simplistic. I live in a small apartment though. I don't need like, a lavish, lifestyle. That's when I settle with myself, but will I want more down the road? Yeah. But like, do I need it? No. I really don't. Like I live very basic. Like I really do. Like I said, I really don't go out that much anymore. Not the fact I haven't done. I've done it throughout my entire 20s. That's all I've done is party and have fun. I'm at the point right now. I'm trying to build. I'm trying to relax.
Right. Trying to have something stable.
Exactly. Because again, like I've already had my fun in my 20s. I'm still, just getting pissy drunk or like, just doing that stuff in my 30s, man. I'm not really growing up. You gotta move past that, to me.
I feel. Okay, I remembered what I wanted to ask you. It was a while ago, but what is your opinion on the military and being a vet and all that? Like, what is your opinion? And secondary follow-up, how does it play into your life? Past and current. Yeah.
Now, my opinion on the military. Now, despite the dumb shit I went through in the military, do I regret it? No. Let me get that out the way very clear.
Sure.
Now, is the military perfect? Far from it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, unlike a regular job, though, people understand, the military is very bureaucratic. It's very organized. Like, let's say you have an issue like with a staff sergeant or something like that. Okay. Well, let me actually go back. Let's say you have an issue like with your boss at a job. Usually, you can handle with your boss, no problem, though, man, or with another boss. Military doesn't work like that. It's something called chain of command. It's like a hierarchy of certain people you have to go through to actually go through issues. So let's say if your first line supervisor, a sergeant, is giving you shit, you gotta go through him first. So you're kind of stuck though. You can't go over his head. It's the way structure is. You know what I'm saying, in the military. Now, does the military help? It's a good stepping stone. Yes, it can be a lifestyle, but it can also be very predictable too. Not everybody's meant to serve. Not everybody can do it. It's not like the military is not hard, but if you're not really good with authority, or you're not really good, with constantly moving around, it might not be for you. It might not be for you. Now, also on the flip side as well, when it comes to civilians, we actually say that term for people not military affiliated though. Like a lot of people say thank you for your service. And don't get us wrong, we veterans, we do appreciate that. But let me ask y'all a question. How are you helping your vets out? Because this one thing I'm very passionate about too. I love my troops, I love my veterans. Like, yeah, we appreciate that, but like, are you helping vets, getting the proper mental health care they need? Are you, helping vets, get proper housing, helping them get jobs? Because let's be real, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 Waba. America treats veterans like shit.
Yes, they do.
Really do, and I hate that.
Yes, they fucking do.
I fucking hate that. I really do, and that's one of the reasons, I have my platform, not just for mental health though, man, for people, but like for my vets too.
For other vets.
I love my troops.
Because vet buddies feel fucking alone in America right now. They're depressed. They're anxious. They're suffering from PTSD.
Homelessness.
Homelessness. Oh, yeah. Fucking homelessness is largest in trans populations and vet populations right there.
For real. And it's like that is
same with drug problems as well. Substance use up there.
And that's so sad though, people who and again, people who serve, that's voluntarily, yes, but at the same time, like if America says, we love our troops, love our vets, why are we doing more? Why are we not doing more? Then VA, that's a shit show in itself. Like at first, man, I did not want to claim disability because I heard stories about
right,
not getting taking 2-3 years, to get any sort of stats updates
to see anything, to see any fucking doctor.
Exactly.
I don't get it. I genuinely do not fucking understand how in the hell, and I'm gonna harp politically here for a second because I do. How in the fuck is it that you have a Republican Party, conservative people that are like, yeah, military, yeah, big war, yeah, give all the fucking funding for the military, and you have this utter disgrace of a fucking Veterans Administration's hyper unfunded. People are burnt out as hell. People don't get to see a doctor for months to potentially years. Like, your vets are literally homeless and dying on the street of substances and other fucking mental health problems, and you just fucking turn a blind eye. Like, what the fuck?
How can you do that?
How can you do that?
When it's all said and done, it's like, we're a number. Like, it's
literally.
Like, because the really, wild thing about America is the fact, we love, to try to police the world, but we ain't policing ourselves. Like, we like, to give, refugees, like funds, and helpful services, and that's cool. But like, what about our vets back at home that actually fought and sacrificed a lot? What about them? And there's tons of vets out there who are homeless. One of my homies was homeless at one point. When he actually came back from the service, he's good now, but like he was homeless a good 6 months. Like, come on, like seriously? And it's like people always say, "Oh, why is a vet doing anything more?" Again, it's not that simple. It's not that easy, Like once we get out of the military, it's like, okay, thank you for your service, man. Now go on, Like, yeah, we do have like our process and
go home. How? I never learned to be myself again. You know, you learned how to be a killing machine for the
Right.
government.
Or just taking orders. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Exactly.
you take orders, and now my life has no fucking purpose anymore. I don't have someone telling me what to fucking do. You know, when to shit, when to piss.
Right.
You know,
And that's one thing, about being, you know what I'm saying, the service though, man. Like a lot of us, who serve though, man, we just want that purpose though, man. Like a lot of us do need that. In the military, you get it. Now it's like, okay, let's say you do your enlistment though. Now
yeah.
what? Like, cause people understand though, man. Like people think, I used to tell my people I serve with though, man, I'm ready to get out. And I get that, but like people understand, when you get out to the civilian world, it's 10 times more difficult. 'Cause, like I said, it's just the lack of care, though, man, and the, like trying to stay in your
It's
direction.
culture shock, really.
That too, it's a big culture shock.
I genuinely don't understand. You know, you have 6 months of basic training. Why don't they do 6 months of reintegration training?
Oh,
Like,
They
literally get fucking mental health counselors in there to help talk down, fucking. All right, listen. Military loves behaviorism. All right? Military fucking loves behaviorism. It's very harmful normally, but they love behaviorism. All right? They treat you like a fucking dog and they train you like a fucking dog. Dead ass. That's how they train you. That's how they break you down. That's how you build you up, right?
You're not wrong. Yep.
So, all right, roll with me here. Fucking, I'll highlight this later. All right, and I'll send this to some politician. And I'm sure they'll get this funded in 2 seconds. Ready? Okay, 6 months of basic. All right, give me at least 3 months of step down, unbasic training. Basically, you're untraining. So what it is? So you still follow regimens for a while, but you start to very slowly trickle down to less and less regimented stuff. Till you have a whole day to just to yourself. No one else gets to tell you what to do. And during that day, you have a medical appointment and you also have a psych appointment. Obviously, you don't need the medical appointment every single week or whatever. But psych appointment, just talking, start processing stuff out, and you have that psych appointment every single week for those 3 months. 3 months CBT, 3 months whatever the fuck, psychological fucking whatever they're gonna fund. It doesn't matter. As long as it's funded, because that's the fucking, at the end of the day, what are they actually going to fund? They're going to fund 3 months CBT. So whatever, 3 months CBT, shit, but fine. And gradually they'll step you down from being told what to do to, okay, now you have to make your own schedule of things to do, and they start giving you tools to structure your life. Give you planners and stuff. Also, somewhere around the month and a half region, they start helping you look for a job as well. They give you job coaching. They can give you fucking whatever it is called. Whatever. Job coach, basically. Job psychologist. Help you search for a job. Get your resume out there. Find what's your purpose is. At that point, maybe also start talking to your family a little bit every so often. Just reintegrate yourself slowly until finally, you're graduated, it's a full week of you have to do your own thing. You have to schedule your own things out. You have a job lined up, hopefully, or at the very least, you're going back home and you've talked to your family and they're really excited to see you.
Yeah.
So I want to see that shit fucking funded, because I'll tell you, you fund that shit, rate of homelessness, rate of fucking PTSD, rate of substance abuse problems in the vet population, spike down.
It would definitely go down. Oh yeah. Because that's all we just need, though, man. Just just a way to reintegrate back to society, and because when you serve long enough, again, military lifestyle is much different than what we do out here. It is we go to most jobs. You work a 9 to 5 job, you go home. You can leave your job at home. When you're in the military, it's not that simple. You are a soldier, a Marine, a seaman, an airman. You're 24/7, 365. You live that job, so
Right.
after a while, it becomes a part of who you are. So you do about 4, 6, 8 years, whatever though. You decide to get out. Now you have to unlearn all that, and you can't learn that in a day. It's not possible, And you also think some jobs do discriminate against veterans. It does happen, because some people have this perception, if you serve the military, oh, you're a brute, you're a killer, some shit like that. No, I know some people I serve with though who are some great people. I met some of the greatest people I've served with.
Absolutely.
Good work ethic, very
I
motivated.
think, god damn, it's like a fucking it's like a gaslight that works both ways, you know? Like, you're told that you're just a soldier and your only job is to fucking follow orders, point gun, shoot, kill, whatever. And then you get that back home and people are like, oh yes, that's just a soldier, you know, they just shoot, point, kill. So you're seen as like this scum of the earth. Like, great, they trained you to murder, you know, fuck you, spit on your shoes. And it's like, bruh, it wasn't my fault. Like, I literally was
I deal
like,
with
yes, Nuremberg defense isn't a real defense, but like all the same, like you were following orders. You literally did what you had to do to survive and get by, you know?
Right, you know what I'm saying? You know, exactly. For real. And it's like, and I think, you know, the population at large just doesn't get that, you know, because you have to think, you know, military lifestyle, it is niche. Not everybody can do it though. So you got to think most people when it comes to military, not everyone, but a decent amount of people, mostly know military to either do like movies, or like TV shows, or what the fuck ever, you know. But most people ain't never really been around, you know, too many like people serving the military. Like not everybody is you know, is a bully though, or just a killer, you know. Like again, people I've served with are some great people. One of my good friends, Gary, we're still cool to this day. Very chill,
That's the thing.
individual.
They're people, and that's the problem. Other people don't view vets as people. They see them as vets, right? And, you know, there can be some good to that, but, you know, there can also be other connotations as well. So I think people have to be very, very careful. You know, we're talking about identities, right? Are you viewing this person as a person, or are you viewing this person as their identity? You know what I mean? There's good and bad stereotypes, you know? Like even a positive stereotype can be harmful as well, you know?
Right. Like, you know, people think I'm like, you know, this all American hero because I serve. I did my job. I mean, I'm proud. I'm proud of me serving and whatnot. But like, again, I'm more than that. I just did my job and that was it. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's just my viewpoints on it, though. I feel like, you know, it comes, you know, to America, you know what I'm saying, how they treat vets and service members, though, it can be much better. It can be, you know.
Yes.
But I'm also really glad, you know, we have organizations out there, you know, like the Wounded Warrior Project, who actually, you know, dedicate, you know, their time and services to help with military veterans out there who suffer wounds of war. It's nonprofit.
What is this?
The Wounded Warrior Project.
Wounded Warrior Project, yes.
Yeah,
that's a great one.
Stack Up is another one. You know, Stack Up also, you know, provides service, provides sort of resources, you know, to military vets who go through mental health. You know,
I actually, yeah, I don't know if you know this or not, but I actually did charity work for Wounded Warrior Project.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Went amazing, honestly. Got a lot of support for that.
Great organization.
It's great, yeah.
You know, and like at least you know that they're taking a step, you know, to, you know, helping veterans out there. Again, it's just one organization, but they're doing something. So you mean to tell me if one organization can do that, why can't we do anything more? When I say we, I'm talking about, you know, this country. You know?
Right, for sure. Yeah. So then the second question that I asked you was, how does being a vet, how do you view that identity for yourself in the past and now? Like, how does that affect your life, if it does? Yo, Maki, welcome in.
Because now you got me thinking right now. On a positive,
yeah, I like to do that.
On a positive note, I would definitely say, you know, being a veteran, you know, again, what I've taught in the military, what I learned in the military, you know, having a sense of pride, you know, leadership. I've taken those lessons and applied them, you know, going to school and applied them, you know, to my content. You know, being, you know, this strong figure, you know, being someone they can look up to, you know, because I was strong in the past, but I wasn't tempered. I was very unrefined. And serving as a vet, though, you know, and learning those things I've learned, it's made me more, you know, approachable. It's made me more refined as an individual. Now, negative, you know, like I'm a bit more direct. Like anybody who served in the military, again, you know, a lot of us, we don't, I'm gonna say it, we don't pussyfoot. We don't do that, you know. We just say how we feel, you know.
Absolutely.
Now, everybody, like I said, it's just how the culture is. So part of that's still within me, though. And I realized, like I said before, you know, I'm learning, you know, to how to approach certain people. Because again, not everybody is, you know what I'm saying, is built to deal with, you know what I'm saying, with that type of directness, though. So that's kind of a negative in a sense, but
do you think you're still learning to reintegrate then?
I would say not really though, because like I said, like what comes actually like I did work at them since a few jobs, you know, when I got out. I definitely did, you know, but like those jobs didn't really fulfill me at all. And I think part of it is because of the fact when I was in the military though, despite, you know, like the dumb shit I've dealt with, I feel like I was actually doing something. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was actually, you know, like, it's gonna sound kind of cliche, like I was making a difference in a sense. But if I'm just, just working some regular 9 to 5 job I don't like though, when I got out, and actually experienced the military, is like, yo, like, why am I doing this? And I'm really glad, when it comes to content creation, I found my purpose again, because I can control the outcome, But I
Absolutely.
said I've actually adjusted pretty all right. I have, I just realized, like certain things that people do in civilian life, though, man, it's just not for me. I'm not built for that.
I
Uh,
think more than the outcome with content creation, I think what you can really control is your impact on others.
yes, yes, yes. You know, and that's just, because one thing about me, I don't mind working. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
work now, you know what I'm saying? As a contractor, I work 10 times harder, but just,
Absolutely.
being able to actually, like you said, control the outcome. Because most jobs, you really can't do that. And if you have a job that you love to do, that's different, though. Okay. But let's be honest, most of us work jobs to pay the bills, and we really can't control that. You got to answer to somebody, you know?
That's
No,
basically why I do my job right now.
let's
It
keep it a
pays the
buck.
bills and I'm okay. I'm
Yeah,
I'm I'm all right. It gives me some time to do content stuff.
right. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of us we answer to someone. We can't control that. I mean, we can leave that job, and control the outcome that way. But is that a smart thing to do? Some people got bills to pay. Some people got mouths to feed.
It's only smart if people are willing to collectively pay me as much as this job currently pays me, and then I'll do part-time. Listen, I've told people I'm very open about my financial situation, my metrics situation, and everything. Like, I share my numbers every stream. People are interested. I tell people, like, listen, if you want me to do this full time, because I want to fucking do it full time.
Yeah.
It's substantially has to be 1,000 subs per month sustainably and growing for a period of 6 months, and I'll get a part-time job instead. And to do it full time, I'd need at least 2,000 subs, frankly,
And like I
because
say,
I
like
get
what's
fucked over
helped
in
me
taxes
out.
later. Basically,
Like,
what's that?
yeah. Because like what's helped me out right now is the
Yeah.
fact that, again, I have disability. You know what I'm saying? It pays
Mhm.
most of my bills. So I'm using that, and then like whatever I make through here, I pay everything else off. So like I
So
said,
that
everybody's dynamic's different.
so that pays rent and stuff, right?
Right, exactly. Like, and again, for me, man, I actually tone down how I live. Like, again, I live very simple now. I don't buy like a lot of lavish things. Just to help me help control my way of living, though, and
I
actually
mean, I
give.
think the most lavish things you got are like right behind you, aren't they?
Yeah, my games, but I'm a gamer at the core, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's because, again, one thing about gaming, going off topic a little bit though. When it comes to gaming, this is my passion. This is what I love to do. I'm not just buying stuff just cause. Like this
No, I
that
know.
right there changed my life. You know,
Absolutely.
So that's why I invest in it, because that's actually investing back there. I actually do stream my own retro hardware too, So,
Yes, I do.
um, but yeah, what
You
I'm
don't. You
doing right
don't.
now.
You don't do what I do, which is sneaky emulator.
No, you good. But no, that's like I said, everybody's dynamics different though.
Mhm.
Like, but the military, again, it has done positive, negative though. Like I say,
Mm.
being more of a leader, man. Being more outspoken, but at the same time, learn how to approach people in a different manner though, because again, not everybody, because you got to think, again, I was already built strong as it is. The military
Mm.
accelerated that too, so I learned. I'm saying, I'm not saying the fact I'm a pushover now, but I've learned to be more aware. I've learned to be more mindful of how I approach people, especially in this line of work too, content creation, because it's a social platform. you know how you interact with people can make a difference. So yeah.
I love it.
So yeah.
I love it. We're coming up on our second ad break here, so we're gonna do that. Try not to say anything too groundbreaking for a minute and a half. All right. Chat, if you have any questions, feel free to ask questions, because I'm just going off the top of my head right now. But for the most part, I got a few more in me. But yeah, see you in a minute and a half. How you doing, by the way?
I'm doing all right. I'm appreciate you having me, man, for real.
I mean, this is an honor, and I'll say that again later at the end. But I'm just honored to have you on, really.
Yeah, I love the conversation. I love just chopping up though, man. And just really sharing insight. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that's one thing about me. I love insightful conversations. I definitely do. So yeah.
I mean, if you want it, I'm usually available. You need to DM me, whatever.
All right, bet. Like I
Like,
said, I do appreciate this a lot. Like, I definitely do.
appreciate you a lot. Shush.
No, it's just it's an honor. It definitely is. Just you just have me here. Just picking my brain. Just wanting to learn more about who I am and what I stand for. Like it means a lot, you know.
I like learning about you. I like learning about people in general. Just kind of why I stream, I guess.
Be a handful, but I've learned, you know, in your older years, though, man, you learn to appreciate people a bit more. You definitely do.
Yeah.
Especially again, being a content creator. Oh yeah, you're gonna learn a lot about people.
I love people, man. People are cool. People are
Yeah.
fucking cool to me. I never believed in society, but I've always believed in the individual. And every single individual I've ever met in my life has always been like pretty awesome for the most part. Like except for like absolute like fuckwads.
Yeah, there's been a couple, but I would say, you know, that people I've come across have been pretty decent. You know, they've been pretty
Yeah.
solid. So yeah, you know.
And the fuckwads usually make themselves known very early on.
Say it louder. Oh yes, people
They
tell
say-
themselves.
They tell themselves very, very much so. And I'm just like, all right, thanks. I will avoid you forever now. Goodbye.
You know, and like I said before, you know, like in this line of work, you know, you're gonna see, like, you'll know who's really gonna be there for you. You also gonna learn, you know, those who actually know just want to use you just cause, or people that's gonna hate on you. You feel me? You learn that really quick. I mean, you learn it as an adult, but like, you find it out even faster.
I'm eternally scared. This is my anxiety about content creation. I'm scared that someone's going to tell me that I just have XYZ person on Mental Health Monday for clout or whatever. And the answer is no. I ask people absolutely genuinely, like, do you want to share your story? Because
I don't mind sharing things. You know, I've been through it already. So yeah.
Yeah. Because I think everyone, whether they have a small platform, whether they have a bigger platform, more followers, whatever.
Oh yeah.
I think they all have a story to share.
Oh yeah.
And I've shared both. I've had both kinds of folks on here, you know. Fuck, you know, I've had you on here, I had Alex on here, but I've also had like community members on Mental Health Monday just to talk on their shit, you know. And I love it. I love it. I talk to anyone pretty much.
I'm gonna tell you like this though, you know, and this is a lesson I learned a long time ago. You know, you cannot please everybody in this line of work. You can't. It's not possible.
No, and I wouldn't try to either. That'd be impossible to ask.
And like it's perfectly rational to have that fear. I feel you on that. You know, like because when you a content creator, all eyes are on you. It definitely is. You know, whether you want to believe it or not, that all eyes are on you though. And like there's gonna be people out there that's gonna wait for you to know to f up just one time.
You know what? That's fine. I will fuck up. And I will own my fuck ups because I'm big on personal responsibility. So if someone, and people have felt so compelled to quote unquote call me out or whatever, you know, I don't mind. I don't mind just facing them and facing it live and just be like, okay, yeah, I fucked up in this instance. You know, if it's something where I actually fucked up, yeah, absolutely, I'll fucking come clean and be like, yep, I fucked up. My bad. Sorry. You know, and I'm going to learn. We have a hydrate, by the way. Let me hydrate real quick.
Now, I'm also going to say this as well. That there's actually a dark side to that, though. Because, like, you know, let's say if one person would try to out you, you know, for whatever reason, though, man, people love to believe in the bad in a lot of people, you know. But, because I've had this situation happen to me before, you know, with someone, you know, who I thought was a friend, you know, tried to slander my name, try to out me, you know. I don't know if you know about that. You know what I'm saying? Because of who I was, because I was a solid individual, you know. I made a lot of impact, but there are people out there who will try you. Will try, you know what I'm saying, you know, to bring you down and try, you know what I'm saying, have others, you know what I'm saying, you know, think about you the same way. So yeah. Hey, Maki's here. Hold on, let me see what's up there real quick. Maki, what's going on with you? How you doing, love? How you doing?
Yeah, Maki's in here.
It's just part of the game, though. You know, it's just part of how way, you know, consecration is. Like,
yeah, I actually had someone talk to me and said, you know, I think it's really great that you're talking on this topic, Waba. You know, but just to be like careful. And I said, you know, what do I have to be careful about? Like, I'm not gonna like go out there and be like like, I don't know what they were expecting in like the way of carefulness. Like, I guess I kind of get it, but I also don't get it because it's like, listen, I'm gonna say black, I'm gonna say white, I'm gonna say brown, I'm gonna say people of color, I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want to say. The only thing I won't say is the N word, the F word, the fucking R word. Like, like what the fuck do I have to fear here? Like, there's nothing in my character that I'm going to like fuck up morally and be like, oh, I have somehow insulted the entire black community now. You know, like what, huh?
Like you still, you know, showing that level of professionalism. You know what I'm saying? You still be professional. You know, you being, you know, you're doing the right thing. You definitely are. So like I said, you're good, man. You're good.
Right. It's
But
like slur is not in my fucking character. It's not in my character to slur anyone. It's not my character to harm anyone.
Right.
I have these conversations, and I like people to be as open and as free to talk on their experiences in the words that they connect with most, which is why, because sometimes in fact, I got a little angry at you actually earlier in the chat. I got to admit, because I don't know, maybe I just like read the context wrong, but I think you're trying to warn us about the clip. Was one of the clips you were going to show you was like, oh no, it's going to be 18 plus or whatever, or like language or whatever.
Oh, so
and I fucking laughed. I laughed and I got angry. I'm like, oh no, is this another guest I have to tell that you can fucking curse? Because I've had so many guests on here being like, oh my god, I don't know if I can curse, Waba. I'm like, bitch, shit, fuck, cunt. You can curse, pussy. Let's go.
And like, no, like I said, I was being facetious with that.
Okay.
Like, there's some people out there, who when they do podcasts and whatnot, it's like, can you watch things a little bit? And again, if you say that, I'm cool with that. Your house, your rules. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. I was being very facetious. Like I said, you've been in my streams. I talk about hard topics. I see a bunch of curse words. We grown folks. But I know that not everybody can do that.
Yeah. No, and that's fine. And that's the other thing. Like, I don't think my content is everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. I'm not gonna be everyone's cup of tea. It is what it is. I attract the crowd I want to attract, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having, somewhat like-minded individuals. I don't mind people in here that want to learn, that genuinely want to learn. Like, I appreciate them too.
Oh yeah.
And I hope I don't scare people off, but like, I have the community I have, and I have these conversations, and you said, professionalism, although depending on the Mental Health Monday and who's on, I don't know if it's for professionalism or it's just kind of like we're just shooting the shit for 2 hours,
But like at the same time, you're not, going like, too off the wall, or asking me like, just questions that make me feel uncomfortable. You're not doing that. You're aware of that, and I appreciate it.
No, why would I? That's ridiculous. I really try to be... big thing about, I have a lot of fucking mottos in this community, but one of my huge ones is teaching people mindfulness. And that includes mindfulness to conversations. Like, I have a read the room, both as a rule, now it's a timer as well. And it's a command and everything. And I talk about mindfulness a lot, or I probably need to talk about more, honestly. Like reading the room, being mindful. Okay, what's the conversation about? Just like, let me listen for like 5 minutes and then let me participate in chat and like see if I can contribute to this. I don't ask people to like make groundbreaking, insightful comments to me. They can fuck around, they can have fun. We're playing a game for the most part. but like if someone just like comes in here super sideways and it's like, oh my god, Waba, listen to this like absolutely inappropriate bullshit. Like, I tolerate certain levels of that kind of stuff, but this is why I've made these rules about like vent stuff, because it used to be a real big problem where like, and I actually banned a few people because of this, unfortunately. Where people would literally, their first message would be like, insert super traumatic thing here. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, you just fucking came into this chat with a very spicy hot bomb and are just expecting me to like respond to that.
Right. And I gotta do in the moment as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to come off as like apathetic though, but at the same time, back to reading the room, like on Mondays, like on Tuesdays for me, we talk about the hard things. If you got anything to talk about, I'm cool with that. But like, let's say if we're doing like random retro on Fridays, do not say, do not trauma dump. Like, if you want to talk about stuff, that's bothering you, hit me up. I tell people like that. You hit me up in the Discord. I'll listen to it. We could chop it up though. And during stream, we're vibing and having fun. I'm not trying to hit that.
I absolutely hate that I have to use the word trauma dump, but I think I do in my rules. I don't know. Someone can post what my rules are right now, on like the actual chat. But one of them is just like, be mindful and like, no, we can't account for anything. But also, like, if you got something, like, really, really serious to talk about, discuss, like, put that in the vent channels. Place and time is huge.
Exactly. And I feel you on that.
I need
Oh yeah.
people to respect that because, like, listen, I call this, I really fucking try to call this place the safest space on Twitch, and I'll fucking blast that from the whatever the high risers, right? You
Mm-hmm.
know, if we're having a good time, we're having fun. The stream generally is like vibe and happy time,
Oh yeah.
and you come in here and you're just like, oh my god, this person just died in my life and da 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 da, and like, it sucks.
Yeah.
It
Because like
sucks.
it definitely is. And like as content creators though, we have to understand. It's okay to set boundaries. Like if you feel like somebody's actually really killing the vibe of your chat, you have every right to remove them. And I get why some people don't want to do it though. You know what I'm saying? Because like, let's say if you ban a person unjustly, that might say something bad about you. Okay, whatever. Like I said, you're not gonna please everybody, but at the same time, as a content creator, you have the right, to provide a safe space for people.
Yeah.
You have every right to do that.
Here it
If that
is.
if that person, I'm saying, is not good with the program, I'm saying, get rid of them.
Right.
It's okay to do that.
Yeah, and I've had to talk to many other creators that I mod for and I'm friends with, and
Mm-hmm.
tell them, you need to ban this person, and if you don't, I will. You know, I would. Yeah, exactly, Maki. I agree with that. I prefer people trauma dump in the Discord, vent channel. You know, I don't mind people coming to me directly about some stuff,
Yeah.
but I have to be very careful. Like, I say I have open DMs, but if they present to me something like very traumatic, I'd be like, can you please put this, in the vent channel, and then you can get some like love and support there.
Mm.
Because really what I'm trying to do is it's a community effort. It's not just me, because the problem is that when a person DMs me about a mental health situation, all of a sudden they're kind of putting that on me in a way, and and maybe they're not doing it intentionally, but I start to feel like, okay, are they treating me like their therapist or something? Like, they don't DM me for any other reason other than to like tell me this traumatic thing. Like, what's up with that? Like, that's not the relationship I want to build at all with people. That's not
And like,
that's not the kind of relationships I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build genuine friendships. If you want to be my genuine friend, that's one thing. But if you come to my DMs and you just be like, hey, all this shit happened to me, and I'd be like, please put this in the vent channel so you can get support from the community. Like, if you want my community support, put it out to the community. Participate in the Discord. Don't use me as a wet blanket. Ooh, I like that term.
and like, us as content creators, we have to worry about enough stuff as it is though. When we actually go live, we're putting ourselves out there. That's like, being vulnerable. So we have to deal with that
Right.
stuff as well.
So a lot of things here to go off of, because chat's popping off and I love them for that. Ori is like in a stream where people are having fun, don't trauma dump and ruin the vibe. Yeah, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. I am very, very much an empathetic and very much a very caring person, and I think anyone who's watched my stream and anyone who's ever been in here knows that about me. I do care. I care a whole fucking lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes I care so much that it hurts. But I can't hurt myself, and I especially don't want to hurt my community. So with saying that this is the safest space on Twitch, that also means it has to be safe not just for me, but for everyone else here.
Right.
All right? I ask people that if you want to say something, if you want to vent something out in Twitch chat, give, at the very fucking bare minimum, say hi first and ask.
Yeah.
It costs 0 cents to just ask, can I share something, very sad that happened to me today, for instance, for example. That gives people time to exit the stream if I, engage it and say yes. But it also gives me a chance to say, hey, maybe not right now. But, as always, if you need to get something out, please go to the Discord vent channel. And I think me making that boundary is not a bad thing, because I don't think making a boundary is ever a bad thing. And it takes a lot of fucking balls to say that, and I feel like people might feel a certain type of way after I say that. because they're like, oh, I got turned down by Waba, rejected. You know, I'm never gonna come back here
You know
again.
what I'm saying? Like,
And it's
that's
like,
not fair.
okay, bye, I guess. You know, I'm sorry that like I couldn't be enough for you.
Right.
Like,
Like I'm just another person. You know what I'm saying? I'm
right,
glad that that you can look up to me though, but at the same time, I have my own things to deal with as well. You know what I'm saying? I got,
right,
my own mental health look after. I gotta make sure my community's good, and just dropping that on me without any type of warning. It's like, yo, now what do I do?
right.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
And I mean, I think a lot of YouTubers look up to streamers in a way. There's like, how the fuck do you deal with this shit live? And it's like you have to deal. You just have to come up with the stuff. You have to come up with the good boundaries. I think good
Yeah.
boundaries are critical for streaming.
Yeah.
Ribbon posted my chat rules, which I'll read out, which is mental health talks are always open and encouraged, right? And I mean this in like a general topic sense, right? But please be mindful of time and place. If you're going through a tough time, there's a space in the official Discord, Discord under mental health vent or mental health check-in. If you have to get something off your chest, and resources in the panels below, be mindful, and when in doubt, just ask. No, Waba is nobody's therapist. Waba is a Waba with a lot of Waba love to offer, but is not a crisis counselor either. If you're in danger, please seek help immediately. This is a Twitch chat, not 911, because I think people have literally used my Twitch chat before as like 911, and I'm like, I'm not
Yeah.
911. You need to call fucking crisis. You need to call, adult
Yeah.
protective, whatever. I prefer people, mock it at that. Got you. Damn, I feel relevant suddenly. I love you, Ren. You're fine, dude. It's not just you, man. It's not just you. Other creators have been like, I don't know, Waba, like, do we ban this person? I'm like, yes, absolutely, you fucking ban this person. They made you feel uncomfortable. And like, this is how I go at it. This is how I go about moderation. This is why I'm mod in a lot of people's channel and why I'm very close to people, is because when it comes to moderation on other people's channel, and I've been starting to do this a lot more on my own channel as well, which is I'm proud of myself for this. But I come from it from this fucking perspective of like, buddy, it's not just about you and your interaction to XYZ viewer. It is about how XYZ viewer is affecting the entire community. What does it look like when that person is spouting this shit in your chat? What does the fucking rest of your community see? And how do they see you react? How are you responding to this? Because you're not responding if you're just allowing it. If you're allowing it because, oh, well, they've been part of the community for a while, bull fucking shit.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
But on the flip side, let's say if you respond aggressively, that have another issue. That can also have, bad ramifications as well. So
Right.
It's a double-edged sword. That's where boundaries come in. You have to set those. You have every right, to if a person, is really killing the vibe, you have every right, to protect your community. You have to do that. And like Orion Fam said that we talked about this earlier, and now if something like that happened, like in a mental health chat, I'm not gonna get rid of them. That's what mental health chats are for. Talk about that stuff, please do. But if you actually just come to my chat and you just say that out of nowhere, and we're just having fun and whatnot, how can I prepare for that?
Right.
Now, if you want to talk about that in the Discord, like Waba said, cool. I have a rant zone section in my Discord.
Right.
Talk about some bad stuff,
and
or traumatic.
Also, even if someone does have a like rant or event channel in the Discord, you need to read the Discord room. You need to read the room of that community. I talked about this actually with Alex Norimaki. She had a recent situation where someone her community is very fun, is very, very silly, very crackhead energy, whatever. They have fun there, right? And her vent channel, it's not set up for mental health vents. It's more kind of just like, minor life annoyances vent, like, ugh, my boss is dumb, whatever. And someone dumped like a huge amount of like suicidal stuff going on in there. And she responded to that, they had to delete messages and stuff. And she responded by like adding everyone. It was like, listen, like, this is not what my vent channel is for. This is not how my community operates. Like, I'm not a mental health counselor. Like, this really is like plaguing on my mind. Here's a resource. And how I respond to that is I literally dumped all my fucking mental health resources in her mental health channel and be like, listen, Alex is not a therapist. This is not the place for like really heavy vents, but here are resources all the same. Because I don't mind sharing resources. I think I like collaboration, not competition, when it comes to other content creators, and especially when it comes to mental health field type ish stuff. I think it's a group experience, and we need to be able to share each other's experiences, but it needs to be done in the right place, and under the right circumstances, right? You know?
I'm there with you on that, and like I was saying to you on Orient fam, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna deny someone off the bat, if we're actually dealing with some type of trauma. I'm not gonna do that, that would be inhumane for me to do that though. But at the same time, there's levels to it though. You know what I'm saying? Like again, if you just drop something on me though that I'm not ready for it, and then how am I gonna process that? Because one thing about me is the fact I put myself first. That's not selfishness. If I can't be good for myself, I can't be good for my community. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You want to talk about some stuff, hit me up. Like I say, you want to talk about stuff in the Discord, there's a vent section. We'll hear you out. We'll be there for you though. Like I said, there's a time and a place. And I think it's one thing about, for those, saying who don't get consecration, again, like we have to set those boundaries. We just have to do it. Because you'll be surprised on this platform, people will try you. People will test you. So yeah.
For real. Yeah, there is those tests, people will come in to your community and, they'll put you through the ringer.
And I've seen stuff. I've experienced it too. I had to shut that down. Like, no.
And it's like, buddy, what are you doing? Like, you can't do this. Like, I'm pretty strict about it at this point. My mods are stricter than me. Because sometimes I like to play around with trolls a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, my mods are so strict, and they'll just like be like, "No, I just want to ban them."
Yeah, I told my mom,
which is fair.
You see somebody, man, get out of the pocket though, man. You can take care of them though,
Yeah, I told them my mods have final decision more than I do about stuff, really.
Yeah, like if you get removed, you must say from my chat, it's for a reason. If I remove you, it's for a reason because I trust my mods. You know what I'm saying? I told myself, and I told my community, y'all gonna have a safe space. Y'all can hang out, be yourselves. I'm not gonna let anybody compromise that. And that was a promise I gave to them. I'm gonna stick to that.
Yeah, straight up. And this, again plays off, our communities aren't for everyone, and that's not a bad thing. It's for a purpose. I stream for a purpose. You stream for a purpose. It's more than just about having fun. It's about creating an actual community. And I really respect you, and I really respect other people who really create the communities. That I've been seeing. Literally in my year plus now Twitch journey, it's been astonishing. All the all the great communities there's been.
That's so amazing, for real.
Yeah. 100. Yeah, for sure, Ori. Definitely. It's huge time and place stuff. Like, I wouldn't want someone dumping something about like childhood trauma experience in like a Metroid stream. That's my next stream after this one. It's Friday. Right?
Really?
Metroid Prime 3, yeah.
Okay.
And we were supposed to be raising money today as well. I forgot to do ! charity every hour on the hour, but it's fine. Anyway, we're raising money for this charity all week. It's Women in Gaming International. But I've been trying to think of like fun incentives for Metroid Prime 3, so I might just do like controller upside down, which will be interesting.
Yeah, doing control. I actually did one for a while back. Yeah, control upside down. It's a challenge. It definitely is. I would say instead of maybe eat some dog food.
Eat some dog food.
Incentive. People love to see it. I'm trying to think what I did on my stream. Play a game blindfolded for like about 15 minutes. Just give me some ideas right now. Or sing your favorite theme song, like from a cartoon or something like that,
Yeah.
People love incentives. People do.
My landlord's something else. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
She's texting me. Anyway. But yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, I really wouldn't want someone to like come hot into chat like that, and it's not a bad thing to just say not here, not right now.
You have a right to do that. That is your right. It's your channel, your rules. So that's fair. That's justified.
Ooh, I just thought of one. Every $5 dono, bite of spam.
You bold with it out.
I've never had spam before, so if I get sick, it's gonna be interesting.
Like I said,
I have like 5 varieties of spam in the cabinet. I was gonna do a spam stream, but now I could use them as charity donos. Let's go.
Like that would be funny though. Like I would say one of the wildest things I've done. It was actually a sub goal I did in May. So if I actually hit like a certain amount of subs,
Yeah.
I'll eat 10 ghost pepper wings on stream. Don't ever do that. Ghost pepper, like
Ghost pepper wings. Oh, that sounds yummy.
it sounds good, but when you actually bite into those wings and when your hands
It's
start burning,
pain.
like yeah, it sucks.
This
It's
is
terrible.
why you wear goggles. Did you wipe it in your eye?
I don't think I have. No, I don't think I did. No.
Yeah, don't
My
do
hands
that.
burning though. Like oh. I do 10 of those too, and like my dumb ass actually poured the entire sauce onto my chicken.
No, buddy. No, you're supposed to do like a drop or two.
No, like I said, in my mind was kind of like this, go big or go home, and definitely yes,
All right.
that sucks.
Fair enough.
But no, like I was like around the third, fourth wing, I felt it, and like no amount of water and no amount of milk will help that pain go away.
Nope.
Seriously.
Nope. Celery, man. Celery is the key.
I don't think I had any though. Yeah,
Damn.
all I was water and milk, and they didn't help a whole lot.
Yeah, because you see the milk.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
But I'm not doing it again. Like, no. It was funny though, but like, never again. Like, because the hottest I can go comes to like actual sauces and whatnot is usually, I would say, habanero. Anything past like ghost pepper, Carolina Reaper, no. Because at that point you're not really tasting flavor; it's just all heat. But my dumb ass decided to do it though.
I love it. See, my sub goals now are just like, we do a 12-hour stream.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's more Waba,
Hell yeah.
I
It's just like community day,
right. I was thinking about maybe, and I say the word maybe very loosely, maybe doing 24-hour streams. I've never done one before.
I've never done a 24-hour, and I don't think I ever will, honestly. I've done like 12-hour overnights for charity before,
Yeah.
and those are right. I mean, honestly, I think the best clip I ever had, fucking creamy ass noodles clip.
Yeah.
It's the best content I ever made in my life.
Oh,
Like I peaked at 3 a.m.
oh my goodness.
But yeah.
Honestly, the most I ever done was 16 hours.
The most I ever done was a 13 or 14 hour stream, and it was not intentional. And I was actually just like not doing good, but Frankie was like insistent on doing puzzles with my friend Hayden, and I was like, babe, like, can we just like end the stream? Like, please, like, I'm dying here. And they're like, no, I'm having fun. I'm like, babe, please.
Like I say, streaming takes a lot out of you. It definitely does. Like nowadays, for me, like I try not to go past 6, but usually I go about 4 hours. It's usually about average. At the most, maybe 5. But anything past 6, I do not do. Because one thing about me, like I said, I love my community, I love streaming, but like there's times I want you to just do my own thing.
Yeah. I'm very consistent, and I'm proud of myself for having a schedule. Consistently Fridays 5 to 10, Saturdays. Now Saturdays I need to do something about, I think, because I do 12 to 3 for D&D, take a 2-hour break, and then I do 5 to 10 for either Sims or memes.
Okay.
But that was a bit much for me last week. So I ended up ending stream like an hour early, and I felt better about it. So I might end up just doing that for the future, because like that's 8 hours total, and that's a lot for me, especially if it's not continuous, because having that 2-hour break is just kind of like, it's weird. Depends where my headspace is,
I guess
And then Sunday 5 hours. The only one is Mental Health Monday is more ambiguous, because I start at 7 and then I just go into like wherever we go conversation wise. If conversation dies down, we'll end early. If no one in chat has got something to say, we'll raid out. I do have something planned though. If I'm feeling up for it, I'll play more of that game I was playing last time. I forgot what it's called. Part of me. That's the name of the game. Very, very, very emotional game.
Never heard of it.
It's basically a game where you're this girl in a psychiatric hospital, and you make friends with your own shadow, and together you escape. and it's kind of split up in a way of like therapy sessions. Like that's what the levels are called, like session 1 or whatever.
Oh, never heard of this. Hmm. Hmm. But that's a new one. But yeah, like I said, one thing about doing sub goals, y'all, is just whatever anything like off the wall you want to do one day, or like anything just something that you did that you would never see yourself doing. I say start there. I've done some wild sub goals before.
Yeah. Honestly, I like. I'm. The thing is, I have so much other stuff I need to do. I'm actually like behind right now, as far as like video stuff goes. I have to edit a video for tomorrow. And I'll probably edit it tomorrow morning. And I am behind in shorts. I haven't uploaded any of my shorts for this month, so it's like I feel bad. Plus my Thursday YouTube video as well and all that. So I have like 6 hours of like fucking 6+ hours of like just recorded content that just needs to be edited out. And I don't want to just chop it up. I need to like do other edits, like minor edits, but still edits,
It's like try and do all that while manage your own streams and like try and manage work, personal time, all that stuff.
Honestly, I could fucking stream it. It'd be like the shittiest stream ever because no one will want to come by. But I usually stream it in the Discord, actually, if anyone wants to come by and watch me edit videos. That's what I do. Yeah, I'm trying not to be a hypocrite, Ori, but I'm still going to edit this video of me in turn. Probably not tonight. Probably tomorrow morning when I wake up. But, yeah. I do have my time where I like take time for myself and just relax. Like I got an IRL D&D game tomorrow night, so
Okay. What time is that?
6:30.
Okay, all right.
I got work before then, so.
So you'll be busy all tomorrow, huh?
Tuesdays are always the worst for me, because I work so hard on Tuesday, because like that's when I have all my client stuff going on. But yeah.
Yeah, mine's on Mondays.
Damn. Anyway, we've gone severely off topic. So, do you have anything left to say on intersectionality, mental health, being who you are?
In general, it's okay not to be okay.
Yes,
like the
always.
longest that I thought, it was just good, just to hold stuff in, just say, hey, I'm good. If you're not good, it's okay to talk about it. I mean, just be mindful on who you talk to. Yeah, protect yourself. But if you're ever feeling, just down though, man, just reach out to someone. Reach out, one of your friends. Reach out, to someone you're close with. Because for the most part, a lot of us just need, just listening ear though, man. Somebody just listen to us.
Yeah.
Like that goes a long way. It definitely does. And like once now I'm not saying use that person, I'm saying just only as a therapist. We are talking about not doing that. But like
Right.
if you're feeling down one day, you want to just talk to somebody, man. Just talk. I think that's what this comes down to, man. Just talk, and like just express yourself. You'll be surprised how good you'll feel afterwards, because it's days, I'm saying, where I've been down on myself, and I just hit up with my good friends, and just talk to them, and I actually really felt a lot better afterwards instead of just holding in. So yeah, just don't be afraid to talk, y'all. So yeah.
Love it, man. All right, reintroduce yourself again, and we'll say goodnight for the now.
All right, like I said, Waba, again, appreciate you having me. It's been an honor. Thank you so much, man. Had a lot of fun. Y'all can find me at twitch.tv/RonThePharaoh. I'm on social media, Twitter, Instagram, same name, RonThePharaoh. Streaming 4 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You love retro gaming, you love mental health talks, you love all old school cartoons, old school games, anything about the classics, come to the channel. We'll chop it up, man. We'll talk about, some deep stuff, it is 18 plus.
What time you stream?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 3 p.m. Central. Friday is 12 p.m. Central.
That's funny. Yeah, if you're not watching WabaStreams, go watch Ron. There you go. Yeah. You have your whole week right there.
Appreciate you. Yeah, man.
Right,
if
man.
you want a space, you just hang out though, man. Talk retro gaming, talk about anime, Gundams, real life stuff. Again, the Warrior Gardens community and myself, very welcome. Like I said, Wab can attest to this, Jenny can attest to this.
Yes.
Y'all will love the community. So
it's a great time.
So yeah.
Yeah, time zones. All right. Thank you so much, Ron. I appreciate every single fucking minute of this. This is great. We'll touch base again real soon, I hope.
Most definitely, man. Again, appreciate you having me, man.